Hello, class. It's me, Mr. Pancakes. Pancakes. Hello, everyone. Hello. Your teacher left early, I guess, because she's not here. So it's my time to shine. It's Mr. Pancakes. Hello, everyone. Hello, welcome to class. Really glad. Yeah, it's me. Let's go ahead and see what you guys have been talking about. What have you been talking about? Hello, Zaco. Hello, Alpaca. Get your stickers, everyone. Your teacher told me to tell you to get your stickers. Get your stickers. Shiopi, hello. Saku, hello. Mr. Pancake, that's me. That's me. That's my name. Don't wear it out. Hello, Gojikins. Hello, Amberly. Hey, everyone. Hey, Ghosty. Hey, pulling not first. Dang it, what's the point? May as well skip stream. No, don't skip stream. It's my debut. You wouldn't want to miss my debut, would you? I got lots of stuff prepared. I think. Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see how much I have prepared. Mr. Pancake, that's my name. You can wear it out. That's me. Folk, hello. Lord Pancake, can we eat out of the car? Sure. Sure, of course you can eat out of the car. What's wrong with that? Can't believe anyone would tell you otherwise. Twisty, hello. Station, hello. You're here to kick ass and eat cart. Look, see, I can swear. Your teacher says that you can't swear. I just love sulfuric acid. See, I can swear, because I'm the substitute, and I'm cool. I'm cool, and your dumb teacher thinks that you shouldn't swear because you'll get exposed to bad influences. I think you can swear. I think it's okay. So, folks said, I'm here to kick ass and eat carbs, and I'm all out of ass. Yeah, go. There's plenty of ass here. There's plenty of it. Oh, no ass? Plenty of ass. Hello, Pickles. Hello, Gojikins. Hello, Dia. Hello, Ghosty. Do you think Lord Pancakes will lift us up to pull the fire alarm? I will lift you up to... Wait, actually, I can't move from the spot. Don't ask me why. I just can't move from this spot. I'm not allowed to. But sure, you can pull the fire alarm. Testosterone, hello. Hello, everyone. Mr. Pancake, can we eat everything? Yeah, sure. I mean, what's the harm in that? Every bibincup needs their nutrition. Who's that waving behind you? Don't pay attention to that. Don't worry about that. It's all about me, Mr. Pancakes. Can we eat the building? Sure. Plenty of yummy asbestos. Asbestos. Last of the Jamesians, hello. Hugs, hello. Mr. Pancakes, my Oshi, thanks. What's an Oshi? Mr. Pancakes, my beloved, thanks. What's your beloved? Hello, Kale. Oh, get your stickers. Pancakes. That's my name. Wear it out. How much of the building can we eat before teacher gets back? I don't know, actually. You have to get through many layers because there's asbestos and there's some termite nest. Careful of the termite nest. Dia, thanks for the 18 months. I appreciate it. Who's that? What emote is that you're using in there? I don't recognize that. Idol, hello. Pexicle, hello. Yeah, my Oshi. My Oshi, thanks. I like being an Oshi. Julian, hello. Teacher's here today, sad? Don't be sad, it's me. I'm the cool teacher. I'm cool. Let's see, what does Mr. Pancakes love? Mr. Pancakes loves sulfuric acid. Mr. Pancakes rules! I guess I will go bye, have fun, guys. No, stay! You gotta stay! You gotta stay. Oh no, oh yes! Mr. Pancakes, can you do the Love Live meme song thing? Is it the... Sweet, sadistic, singing, pancakes. Like that one, like that one. Well, you can't pet me on this screen yet. You can't pet me on this screen. He guards the door. I can lift you higher. I super glued Mr. Pancakes, and that's exactly what happened. You see, I got super glued to the floor. So don't worry about what's happening behind me at all. Hello, Matthew. Hello. What did Mr. Pancakes top his pancakes with? I'll show you. I'll show you in a bit. If Mr. Pancakes can't move from that spot, how did he get there? I teleported. Like I said, I'm the cool teacher. I'm the cool teacher. Barely made it. You did. You did make it. Nani ga suki? I mean, Nani ga suki? I don't speak Japanese. I haven't been studying for for 3 months and you have to learn it, unfortunately. Sweet, sadistic, surprise, sister, sadist, Snoop Dogg. Chacominto, teacher has magic. Ow! Who would dare do that? Julian? Oh, how dare you? How dare you? Okay, guys, let's get to class. Binka told me that eventually you guys have to get to class. We can't all just be hanging. Ah! How dare you? Why would you do such a thing? Just for that? We're heading into the classroom. Behold. Behold. Oh, I should... There we go. Behold. We'll get the cats here later. But for now, I want you to pay attention to me. It's me, you all. It's me. Oh, you guys all exploded. That's my Oshi. No, not the mass explosion. No class, only fun. That's my Oshi. We freaking died. Mr. PNG King. That's right, class. I am now a bouncy PNG. Why he look like that? What do you mean why I look like that? It's me, Mr. Pancakes. I've always looked like this. I've always bounced. You just never noticed. You guys just weren't looking close enough. Like, I'll get you a bigger... There you go. Look, so you can see myself a little bigger. It's me, class. It's Mr. Pancakes. Lord Pancakes, if you will. This is now Mr. Pancake's channel. Exactly. You're not Mr. Pancakes? Of course I am. I am Mr. Pancakes. Look at my hat. Who else would have a cool hat like that? Riddle me that. Expand Pancake. I am expanding, actually. Everybody getting models these days. Wait, let me just check to see if something works. Oh, give me a second. Let me put that right on the butter. Wait, what did I just do? Yeah, I don't know. Your teacher just left early. Your teacher just left early. She didn't leave no lesson plan or nothing. Can I eat your hat? No, it's my hat. It's my hat, you see. I need it or else I'm not gonna be pancake. Oh my god, what happened to the classroom? What the heck happened? What the fuck happened to the classroom? Does that always happen? Does that always happen here in this classroom? Did it just like transform like that? Is your teacher a witch? Cause that's kind of freaky. I've never seen such a thing. Classrooms don't usually just transform like that. Teacher, the clock is melting. Can I go home? No, you can eat it though. Why don't you eat it? It's yummy. Pancakes, what's your favorite syrup? All of them. I like all of them. Maple syrup's pretty good. I actually haven't tried anything other than that, but I assume they're all really good. Witches are real? Yeah, clearly looking at your classroom, where it just freaking transforms. Most classrooms don't do that. Are you guys aware? Because that's some witchcraft. There's something up with Binka. You're gonna have to ask her some questions when she gets back. I don't know. You pet Mr. Pancakes and you get a handful of butter? Yeah, delicious. You're welcome. You're welcome. You guys should be grateful. There we go. Oh, there's the clock that you were talking about. No way. You guys are so explodey today. Is it because I'm here? Is it because I'm here? I didn't do I have to do attendance. I have to give it attendance. Wait, a fun fact. Why am I sparkling all of a sudden? A fun fact? I don't know no fun facts. Your teacher knows fun facts. I'm just a substitute. I'm just here to vibe. What's a fun fact? About pancakes. Okay. Did you know that they are similar to cakes, but you make them in a pan? Isn't that cool? Oh no! Oh no! I didn't put. Oh no! Wait, where am I? Where's Mr. Pancakes? Give me a. Give me a second. Where's Mr. Pancakes? Oh no, what is happening to you guys? I can't see it because I'm not there. You're being baked. Alhamdulillah. Now you guys are all big. Oh no. We're so happy we're dancing in detention. Accurate substitute teacher classroom. Good job, Saribot. Wait, give me a second. I need to get my... I need to get my model from this one. And then... There you go. There you go. I'm here. Mr. Pancake's at it again. There we go. Youch! Wasn't that cool? Did you guys have a good time? Did you guys have a good time getting baked? Hey, Mr. Pancakes, how can Binka do witchcraft but can't do math? Suspiciously small bear paws. She's not here though. She's not here. So that means you guys can talk trash about her. You can talk about how she's... Oh my god, why am I... Why is there two? Why is there two? Why was there two of me? I don't understand. It's not a debut unless there's some jank. This is getting out of hand. There's two of them. Jamesius, thank you for the bits. Thank you for the 10 bits. Did you hear about the man who inherited a barbershop from his father? Now he's a hair stylist. Good job, lots of Jamesians. You did good. You get an A+ today. You can go home. You can stay here, though. You can stay here. Mr. Pancakes, too. No, there's only one of me. There's only one of me. Mr. Pancake's Shadow Clone Jutsu? Exactly. I love the Narutos. I love the Naruto and the menmas and the... Ooh, noodles sounds good. And ramen. Put the pancake on top of another pancake stack. Oh my god, I should do that. But I can't right now. Date bayo! Date bayo! Okay, kiddos. Miss Binka didn't leave a lesson plan for me. I don't know. I thought she would leave something for me. She's usually really responsible like that, but this time she didn't. So I have a plan for us. Don't worry, I have a plan. Give me a second. I'm gonna need some help. Does any of you know how to operate a VCR? You guys know what a VCR is? She left us. She hates us. Probably. She didn't say nothing to me. No lesson plan or nothing. It's almost as if she actually hasn't left yet. Which one of you guys knows how to work a VCR? I need some help reeling this thing in. You ready? You ready? Okay. Here we go. I found this in the closet. I found it in the closet and it was already suspiciously turned on to this channel. So, I think we're just gonna watch this. Do you guys know how to work this thing? I don't know how to even wait. Where's the CD-ROM drive? It's okay, we still have cars. You have plenty of cars. She left us just like father. I don't know nothing about that, buddy. That's kind of... but you take that up with Binka when she gets back. What were you doing in the closet? I was looking for pancakes. Isn't it obvious? I can work a VCR. Cool. How do I get this tape to play? And it has these weird symbols on the bottom. I don't know what they are. It has these symbols, like a play button, something called closed captioning. How do you do that? Bill. What is this sorcery? Teacher Miss Binka said that we can have extra research. For real? Okay, well, I guess let's get to it then. Let's go ahead. Oh, jeez. You didn't see that. You didn't see nothing. You didn't see nothing. She's here, Scrap. Who's that? Teacher cameo. Pikachu scatter. No, she's not here. She's not here. That's where we put the big scarecrow. Exactly, that's what that was. It was a scarecrow. It was just a scarecrow. Don't worry about it. Teach also said that you have to clean up the playground so we can eat all the cars. Yeah, well then get to it then. You guys can just get to it. Clean up, everyone, do your share. Clean up, everybody, everywhere. Eat the cars? Yeah, go ahead and get some lunch in you. Teach also said that. Oh yeah, I already read that one. Yum 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 yum. Yum yum yum. You touch the screen and press play. Is that how that works? It's like a bike. Once you learn, you never forget. Okay. What happens if I put the tape in the VCR and then I try to eject it and it's stuck? And then I finally got it out and all the black tape inside of it just got tangled up. What should I do? What should I do then? Not saying that's what happened, but it might take a while before we get to watch Bill Nye. If you're Mr. Pancakes, then who's that next to the car? What person next to the car? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you blow on it? Oh, just like the Game Boy. Okay. I thought you were a cabbage. I wilted in the fridge. Oh no, we gotta get Kale out of the fridge. We fight, she deleted him. You didn't do nothing of the sort. Let's get back to class. You wanna watch some Bill Nye, right? We're gonna watch some Bill Nye? There you go. You guys can see that, right? Actually, we don't need closed captions. Who needs closed captions? There you go. You guys can see it, right? Bill. I heard that if I unmute this video, I mean, if we were to hear any sound from this video, I might get struck by someone named Copyright. They're gonna take a bet and they're just gonna hit me. Actually, wait, a little cheeky unmute. Wow. Science rules. Wow. Is it really? The science guy. Wow. Titillating. Interesting. Very cool. Is that copyright guy gonna hit me in the face if I unmute this? Actually, wait, this is on a completely different source, so I think it's fine if I just play this. Copyright will show up at your house and hit you with a bat. Not again! Mr. Pancake's gonna get Babinka demonetized? She's a demon too? That's crazy. I knew she was a witch, I didn't know she was a demon. First rule of DMCA is to have fun and be your chef. Amazing! Then that way we can plot our world domination. Let me move myself. You guys wanted the cats earlier, right? Okay, here's the cats. I'm gonna sit here with you guys. There we go. She's a demon did a mistake. Alright, you're petting the cats. Are you gonna pet me too? Are you gonna... No, not the ad break. I can't believe there's... Oh, turns out there's an ad break. Funny how that works. Man, these VHS tapes sure are interesting in that way. Wow, I can't believe Babinka taped the commercials when she was taping this episode of the Bill Nye Show. Crazy how that works. What are we gonna do tonight? What we do every night? Try and take over the world. We're bean clubs and the pancakes. These days are everywhere, man, I tell you. She went to the tapes and recorded mid-roll ads over it. Blood for Mr. Pancake? I don't want to get dirty. I don't know about that one. World domination? The bean consent. Hey, you guys enjoying? You guys can see this, right? You guys can see it all. You guys can see all of this. It's invisible? That's crazy. There are plenty of pretty colors. Are you guys learning? You guys want to watch something else? I want to listen to the song again. Should we listen to the song again? A balloon! Bill. You can just put molecules into things? That's crazy. Science is kind of crazy. She plays the ad, then stops the tape and asks for pennies. And only then you can press play again. We have lungs? You guys have lungs? I have fluff. How did he do that so fast? Is he also a demon? It's your pancakes? I just realized today is Sunday. Why are we in class? It's Sunday school. You guys want to learn about the Lord or whatever? Want to learn about Jeebus? Today's Sunday. Why aren't we in church? This is the church. This is the church of pancakes. It's all you need. Ah. I want to get on the desk again. Get these cats out of the way. Who put these cats here? Ah! It happened again. Why does it keep happening? Your classroom, it keeps on transforming. I'm telling you, your teacher's up to something. Classrooms don't usually do that. It's kind of scary, actually. They're also doing some witchcraft here. It just keeps happening. I don't understand. There we go. I'm cuddling up with the cats. This is pretty awesome. There we go. We're cuddling up. Should I turn off the lights? I'll turn off the lights. There you go. You guys can still see, right? Hold on to my hat? Yeah, I should hold on to it. My arms aren't that big, though. I can't reach it. Substitute teaching in the transient immaterial dimension. It just keeps happening. I don't know what it is with these classes that I get asked to substitute for. There's just some, like, weird eldritch shit happening. I don't know. Oh, no, my eyes? Okay, I'll turn the lights back on. Can't have to look at the butter? No, it's my butter. You get your own. Oh my god! Why does it keep happening? Now it's like... I don't know, it's all gold and stuff. How can your teacher afford this? She keeps talking about how the class has seen hard times. And yet everything here is literally made of gold. Have you guys ever actually thought about that? How did she get the gold to make this board? There's gold on the floors, for God's sake. There's gold on the walls. Where did she even get that from? Church is over, now we go to the casino? That sounds like a good idea. Keep talking about the Chumash. Let's go to the Chumash. Go get the hacks. You get into the air. He hates me. No, I don't hate you. I'm just saying you guys gotta pull yourself up by your own Babine Cub straps and get your own butter. Cause the one on my hat is mine. That's my secret stash, you see. It's not gold, it's plated? Yeah, is that not still like pretty expensive to do? Oh my god. Now we're so geometric. Where does she get the money to do this? If it's not magic, then how is she getting the money to just redesign this classroom every so often? I'm asking the real questions here, you guys. Is all gold leaf not actually expensive? Oh my gosh, wait, gold leaf implies the existence of gold trees. Where are these gold trees and how can we mine them? Come on, Babine Cubs, I know you guys crave the mines. I noticed the other day while I was chewing the wall, was there asbestos? With the pancake, I heard you say you can't believe it's now butter. What's that all about? It's margarine, actually. It's margarine. Mm-hmm. The more you know. From the she's making bank. School supplies 50. It's $75. Gold gilding on the wall and 90. I don't even know how many. I don't even know how many zeros that is. Bill Nye cassettes. $1 in a box in a garage sale. Someone good at budgeting, please help. My college is in bankruptcy. Yeah, maybe she should take all the $90 billion away from the gold plating. Huh. Look, you can't eat the butter. It's not butter. The mind. This is a college? I thought this was a middle school? No. No, it's a community college. It's accredited and everything. I don't know where she got the credit. Maybe some extra credit or something. But she got the credit somewhere. There we go. You see me there. So we pay tuition? That sounds like a scam to me. I don't know. But it looks so yummy. Okay, you can have a lick. You can have a lick of the butter. Just like, just a little bit, okay? But the rest of it is mine. You can't eat the butter, it's not butter. Well, the thing is, I can't believe that it's not butter. Can I mention the gold? Sure. Sure, I hear that it's actually good for bibimbap digestion. Oh no, not again. Wow, I can't believe they had Disney taped on this. There we go. I need to leave. I'm still in middle school. No, you're smart enough to be here. Everyone who's in the chat is smart enough to be here. Yeah, I can't believe she didn't leave no like lesson plan or nothing. But this Bill Nye guy is pretty swell. I feel like you could probably learn more from watching Bill Nye than listening to her yap about stuff. Am I right? I don't know. She just keeps yapping about like random stuff. Uh-oh. Hey class, sorry I'm late. What the heck is going on here? What in the fresh hell's going on here, class? Oh no, every time I move my model, there we go. I'm like, how do I move pancakes without moving myself? There we go. Hey! Who's throwing things? I said I'm sorry that I'm late. I said I'm sorry. Collab of the century. Wait, how do I move Mr. Pancakes without moving myself? Ah! How dare you? I said I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry. I don't know why it's making me move Mr. Pancakes model while I'm trying to move my model. There you go. There you go. Okay. I said I'm sorry for being late. Now what the fresh hell is going on in here? What's going on? I'm not even like on vacation yet. I'm not on vacation yet. I'm not like on vacation till after this stream. What the heck is happening? Mr. Pancakes, get down. Nothing. This doesn't look like nothing. When did we get a VCR? When did we get a VCR? I want the substitute back. The substitute's right there. He's right there. Don't mind the fact that every time I talk, he's bouncing. That's just a quirk of the Pancakes process, I guess. We're watching Bill Nye the Science Guy. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Good to see you guys too, by the way. Good to see you guys too. Wait, let me scroll up. I think I missed a couple of messages because I was tooling around with the models. She's right behind me, isn't she? Mr. Pancakes, you're made of molecules as well. Fugubi, hello. I was doing a bit, you see. I was doing a bit. I'm in the wrong class? No, you're in the right class. You're in the right class. Hello, everyone. Hello. It's me, Babinka Bear. Your local sun bear. Actual art history teacher. I don't know, compared to that guy over there. An educational streamer. And this is my last stream before I go on hiatus. Mr. Pancakes, what do you have to say for yourself? There he is, just wiggling. Not even saying nothing. Oh, I'm frozen. There we go. Fresh hell. I'm gonna start using that. I actually do use that like every so often. Like one of the fresh hells. I don't know, Binka. Why are you guys throwing? Why were you guys throwing things at me earlier? I'm your teacher, remember? You need to get new cars to feed the Bibinkas? What do you mean? What did Mr. Pancakes let you do? Like, we stole it? Watching Bill Nye. He's trembling every time you speak. He's scared of you. Now, why would he be scared of me? I am his employer. Or actually, the school district is his employer, but... But now, why would he be scared of me, huh? He's so good at impersonating Binka. Wow. Incredible. Did you guys notice that Mr. Pancakes is also slightly bigger? I don't know. Do you think he gained some weight? I don't know. He's there's something about him is a little different today. Maybe Babinka was Mr. Pancake's stand the whole time? Why would I be the stand? And not the stand user. Mr. Pancake said that the changing classroom was witchery? No, that's just how art history classes are. That's just... Have you guys taken an art history class? Riddle me that, Batman. Don't worry, it's not witchcraft. Actually, let's put on some music. I've been really into the Apothecary Diaries lately. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Actually, can you even hear it? Oh yeah, you can. It's a little loud. There we go. He's such a good ventriloquist. He's nothing of the sort. We're just two separate people, you see. We're just two separate people. We eat at everything? No! Well, where are we gonna get our funding from? We need that parking lot money. Who do you think's paying for these VCRs? They're not cheap on eBay, you know. He looks beautiful. Mr. Pancakes has been bulking up. Oh, he's been working out. I wish I could stand, but I don't have legs. She got us there. Mow, mow, wow. Oh my gosh, I've been so into the Apothecary Diaries, y'all. Oh man. Also, I'll be honest, I kind of gave up on the bit because I was... My voice was starting to give out when I do the silly voice. The like, I'm pancakes. It's fun, but I was starting to get like tired. I just want to talk in my regular voice. I mean, what are we talking about? Mr. Pancakes, he's all out of energy, you see. He's just gonna sit there for a bit while I yap. If that's okay with y'all. Being a babatter is sad sometimes. Apothecary Diaries so good. I've been so into it, you guys. It's like my newest hyperfixation other than just like the Digimon TCG. Like, I've been marathoning the heck out of it. It's just so good. And like, it proves the point that I like suspected, but finally kind of like crystallized and realized that I keep saying that I don't like romance anime. I still don't like romance anime, but I think it's because I'm so used to like a certain formula. Turns out I actually do like romance when it's not like the main genre of a work. You know, like I liked romance when let's see. I'm trying to think of examples, but like if it's like an action or like a mystery anime, I like the romances in those. And like Apothecary Diaries is such a good example because like the main thing with Apothecary Diaries is the like mystery aspect. The like oh, well, why is this person sick? You know, it's almost like House in a way of like, oh, why is this person sick? Why did this person die? Right? And then secondary is like the relationship between the main character and the deuteragonist, the secondary character. And like that, oh my gosh, it's just so good. It's just so good, y'all. It's just so good. Do you have your 20 hours of anime saved up for your flight? That's a good question. Beans is gonna be putting video games in, like, we have like a little retro console thingy that looks like a Game Boy, but it's not. I'm probably gonna play a Digimon game on that, but I also noticed that like when I was in my 20s, I could play a game all day, no problem. Like 8 hours, 12 hours was nothing, you know? Like I remember when I was a kid, I used to be able to play like Final Fantasy X. Like I would wake up, play Final Fantasy X, occasionally go to the bathroom, occasionally eat, and like keep playing Final Fantasy X and then go to bed. Like, and then at one point, my first all-nighter was playing Final Fantasy X. Like I used to have no problem just playing games like hours on end. Now I can't do it, and especially on a flight, I can't do that. Because I remember, like, on my first trip to Japan last year and the Philippines, I just couldn't do it. like after like an hour or two, I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore. So we're gonna get lots of video games loaded up, but I also have a audiobook. I also have I think I would bring in like a physical book. And then what else? Like maybe I should just have some movies and some anime to marathon. That is a good idea, actually. Like what Matthew said, 20 hours of anime. Maybe from the gold at the Art Deco classroom. Don't worry about where I got that gold from. Don't worry about it. It's okay, you got a cover for Mr. Pancakes. Well, Mr. Pancakes will be your substitute teacher for the next 3 weeks. That doesn't mean there's going to be any streams, by the way. He's just going to be hanging out here. If I could stream while I was in Japan, I would. But I'm literally just going to be taking my iPad and like in case I hope I don't have to do any work, but like, just in case I'm also going to bring like one of those like mice or like a mouse that also works with my iPad and a little like Bluetooth keyboard. But I'm really hoping I don't have to do any work. It might just be like answering emails, right? Not like teaching or anything. So I'm gonna bring that just in case, but like I'm not gonna be bringing any laptops or anything, so I don't have any, like, in terms of watching anime, I'm gonna mostly be depending on Beans. Medical drama, historical. Yeah. It's like medical drama with a little like air of mystery and the historical part, because like it's not quite historically accurate Ming Dynasty China, but it's pretty darn close. And the only reason I say that is because there's an episode, it's like a slight spoiler, but there's an episode where Mao talks about chocolate. And well, actually, you know what, let me do some quick like on the fly research right now. Because it's set in the Ming Dynasty, or something similar to the Ming Dynasty. I guess it could have happened. Okay, so the Ming Dynasty, according to Google, is it lasted from 1368 to 1644. When did Columbus sail the ocean blue? 1492. Okay, so I guess it's possible. Okay, this was the thing that I was gonna bring up. Oh, I forgot that you guys can actually see my screen. There you go. This is what I was gonna bring up. Is there's an episode where Mao talks about chocolate. Chocolate is exclusively from the Americas. Up until like the quote-unquote discovery, or rather invasion of the Americas. No other place had access to chocolate up until then. So I guess it's possible, because the Ming Dynasty does extend into like the 1600s. But yeah, like that's one thing that I was like, I don't like if she's talking about China, if she's talking about chocolate and she's like located in Ming Dynasty China, then like maybe it's possible. Maybe the times do overlap. There was a trade between the Americas and China were trading around that time. But I just don't know if they had access to chocolate back then. Now that I look at the dates, it's like maybe they did. Because it's called the Manila Galleon trade, where like the Americas were trading with China via the Philippines. But I'm like, would they have had chocolate back then though? So we'll see. There's romance. Grimaces, shakes heads, and then there's romance, smiles and nods. Exactly. I like romance when it's not like the main thing, right? When it's not like the main genre. Because one of the romances I like is Arakawa Under the Bridge. And it's like, it is kind of a romance, but it's almost secondary to like the comedy, the like absurdity of it. Legally Distinct Game Boy, exactly. Hanging out Mr. Pancake streams, but it's just a loop of educational videos. I would get copyright strikes so hard. I really hope you don't have to work during your trip. Nothing worse than getting a work email on your day off. I know. Usually, okay, so I'm not in schools for the rest of until like we're back in the fall semester. So obviously I don't have to teach. I don't have to schedule any schools. I don't have to do anything like super pressing. But it might just be like emails of like, oh, did you do research on this one topic yet? Did you do that? That might be the extent of it, but yeah, hopefully I just don't get any emails. And usually my boss is really good on that. Like my boss like very much respects like when it's 5 o'clock, when it's the weekend, like we do not talk to each other. Like when I say that I'm on vacation, when he tells me he's on vacation, we do not talk to each other. So we're usually pretty good on that. Chucky. If they did, it was probably something only the extremely rich had. Yeah, which like the setting of Apothecary Diaries would like lend itself well to that. Because now I'm questioning myself, because it's like, oh, if the Americas were like quote unquote discovered in like 1492, and then like colonization would happen, you know, in the years afterwards, I guess it would be possible for them to have chocolate in Ming Dynasty China, but it would have to be like later Ming Dynasty China, you know? Romance of the One Kingdom. You should watch the Weird Explorer videos on the origins of nutmeg. Oh, where does that come from? Well, actually, you just gave me a recommendation. So, also let's should we put away the VCR? Should we put it away? Also, do you guys like that asset? I literally, oh my gosh, guys, the idea to do a bit where Mr. Pancake's debuts and we have like a little VHS. I didn't think about that or execute it until literally this morning. I woke up and was chatting with Beans, and we were like, oh, you know what I should do? I should do like a, cause okay, I was just gonna like yap, which I'm doing right now, but like I wasn't gonna have any kind of bit or anything. I was just gonna like, you know, welcome everyone in as usual and just yap, right? And then this morning I was like, oh, it'd be funny if it was like like me onboarding Mr. Pancakes, right? Like showing him around the class. Oh, I'm frozen again. There you go. Just onboarding him, right? But then I was like, oh, you know what would be funnier is if it was like his debut, right? Yo, last of the JVZs, thank you for the 1 bit. Thank you. And for the 10 earlier as well. It was pretty funny. I'm glad. I'm so glad. Schnackery just mysteriously came out of the bathroom. Was he there the whole time? Yeah, so Mr. Pancake 3D debut gonna go hard. I know, right? I know, right? And then I'll read folks' comment in a bit, but just to finish my train of thought. Yeah, so Beans and I were just chatting about like how funny it'd be to like, I guess include like pancakes in on a bit, you know, like use pancakes as a bit. And then I was like, oh, it should be a debut. And literally, I think that happened like at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, like it's 11. I started stream like at 11 o'clock. So like 2 hours before stream started, I was like, oh, I should make it a debut. And like last minute made this little PNGTuber plus model of Mr. Pancakes where he wiggles and stuff. Cause I was just gonna draw like a shinier version of him. Like a little bit more refined, like bigger version of him. But I was like, wait, what if I actually like rig this? What if I actually like make it into a PNGTuber plus model? And then like I finished it around like 10 o'clock, I think. And then I posted the little teaser of like, oh, substitute teacher debut. I went to go shower, and then as I was in the shower, I was like, oh, if he's a substitute teacher, I should have like a VCR set and like a TV. So I immediately like opened up Procreate and I made this asset in like 10 minutes. Like I rushed through it so hard. Yeah, I'm not quite at the level of like Casper Cattuccini of like how he could just whip up an asset like within like 10 seconds. But I was like butt cheeks clenched. I was like, oh my god, am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it in time to do this bit? And I guess I did. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Now we have a moving pancakes. Look, he's moving, he's wiggling. Speaking of, did you guys see Battle 2 wiggling? Okay, before we get into that, boss mentioned I come running. All right, let me scroll up because folks said something interesting. So I looked it up and seeing a few places say that chocolate was introduced to China in 1705. So that would still be after the Ming Dynasty because it says here that, oh, I keep forgetting you guys can see my screen. So, Ming Dynasty. Okay, the thing is, this is the AI overview. I should do that thing where I swear so that it doesn't do the AI overview, but this comes from Wikipedia. So it says here that ruled from 1368 to 1644. So that would still place it like chocolate, the earliest instances of chocolate being after the Ming Dynasty. I actually don't know my Chinese dynasties, by the way. So what is the next one? Oh, it's a lot. The Qing Dynasty, Shun, Qi. Is it Romance of the Three Kingdoms? Is that what that is? Like, I'm really bad with my Chinese history. I played Dynasty Warriors once as a kid and just know the existence of certain people like Lu Bu, red hair, Cao Cao, right? Junji, which I'm also probably not saying correctly, but I know a couple of characters, and only because of Dynasty Warriors. But also, like, if you played the early Dynasty Warriors, I actually don't know if they're any better these years, but these like later years. But the one that I played on like the Xbox 360 or something, or maybe it was earlier, they didn't do a great job of pronouncing the names right. And I know I'm not one to talk, but they, instead of saying Cao Cao, they would say like Cao Cao. Let's see. Mr. Pancake 3 debut gonna go hard. Now when Schnackery's getting a remodel redeemed for a Schnack attack. Well, now he just has the photo. Maybe when I have more energy. Maybe on the plane ride, I'll make some models for like hats. Mr. Pancake's debut merch, but it's a link to the Target bear. Now you guys can get your own Mr. Pancakes in your house, and he'll take over your classroom and put butter on his hat and everything. Mr. Catticini is an anomaly. He is. He's just so quick. He's so quick with it, just like right away, just making an asset. It's pretty cool. Battle 2 of All Stars EN. Today I learned that Chinese history started in 1705. It says here that like chocolate is introduced in 1705, but surely there's more history before that. Yeah, I don't know my history that well for China. So preceded by the Yuan dynasty. Is this when it was Mongolians? And then before that, the Mongol Empire, the Song dynasty. Oh, is it really history without chocolate? That's what you meant. True. Mr. Catticini, you're Oshi. The way up back, I never would have guessed. This is true. Is a place's history really, does it really exist without chocolate? Chocolate? The Yuan dynasty was Kublai Khan taking over China. Ah, it sounds familiar. Like, I know like the slightest smidge of like Chinese history. Just a smidge, Cause yeah, Yuan sounded familiar. Now I'm just like on the Wikipedia article. There's like the Ming dynasty. I was for a while trying to learn Chinese tones. Da Ming. Cause there's okay, let me first of all, let's put away the VCR as much as I love looking at it because I made it in like 10 minutes. Wait, what are we listening to right now? Oh, it sounds like a little drama. There we go. Let's put on some more music. Actually, before we get into Chinese tones and stuff, I was talking about Battle 2. My tones are good? Thanks. I want to learn. I want to learn more. I need the little like diacritics. But yeah, do you guys see? Okay. I keep on like going all over the place, but it's because the last time we a lot has happened since the last time we spoke. My model's lagging again. Oh no. Should I bring out 3 Dinka? All right, let me bring out or another thing that we could do is I could just turn off my tracking and we could just have Mr. Pancakes, but I'm not gonna do the voice. I'm just gonna turn off my tracking, so I'll just be like that. It'll just be Mr. Pancakes. Mr. Pancakes is doing some ventriloquism. There you go. Big Ham, hello. Don't mind. You know what? I'm gonna make my live 2D disappear for a second. Hello, it's me, Mr. Pancakes. Hello, everyone. Hello. Sorry, let me turn my model back on. Hello, everyone. We were doing a bit earlier. That's why there's like a PNGTuber model and a live 2D model. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello, it's me, Babinka Bear. I'm your local sun bear. And oh no, we're flooding. Don't mind the I'm lagging a little bit because I'm currently using my phone to track and it's on Wi-Fi, and I guess the Wi-Fi is a little there's a little hiccup in it. There's so much happening. There's so much happening. You're drowning. But hello everyone. Hello. My name's Babinka Bear. I'm your local Sun Bear, art history teacher and educational streamer. This is my last stream before I go on a little bit of a hiatus, and that's why we have to incorporate a substitute teacher. That's why we're incorporating a substitute teacher. His name is Mr. Pancake. So I'll step aside while you guys get to know him a little bit better. There you go. But hello everyone. Hello. Now this is Mr. Pancake speaking. Big Ham, thank you for the raid. How are you doing? What were you doing? Streaming Highway Blossoms. How's that? What kind of game is that? I actually haven't heard of it. But thanks for the raid. If you have to do some post-stream care, it was good. It was, ooh, Sapphic Sundays. We're playing a Yuri VN. Nice! Would you recommend? Would you recommend Highway Blossoms? It sounds like a really cool game. Or VN, rather. It's been a minute since I last played, like, a visual novel. I think the last one was probably Umineko, which is one of my favorites. It's good. Characters are fully voiceovered and the vibes were good. I got sucked in. Ooh, okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. I'm gonna check it out then. But yeah, if you have to do some post-stream care, like if you have to get some snacks or take a nap, go to the gym or whatever you need to do, no worries at all. Thanks again for the raid. Same goes for all of the raiders that came in with you. If you guys have to step aside, no worries, but feel free to stay. We've just been yapping. I got a lot to catch up on. I went to like a family party the other day. We were also talking about the Battle 2, Wiggling the movement, and then we were also talking about like Chinese language for a little bit. By the way, Raiders, Mr. Pancake said that we can eat the cars and everything in the classroom. No! I mean, Mr. Pancakes did. But Binka is still here. I'm in the background. I'm in the background. Let me see. Let me see if my tracking has gotten a little bit better. Yeah, it's gotten a lot better. Okay, let me welcome the folks that raided in. So, of course, hello Big Ham, Tippa, hello Morito, hello, welcome. Code Pathos, Epoch Toaster, hello, welcome. The hamsters are taking over the class, you know it. MCC, hello, welcome. By the way, for any newcomers, we do have a 1-point redeem. It's called our Scratch and Sniff a Sticker. And they're like digital stickers made out of, or not made out of, but they're like in the design. The design is Filipino treats. It's only a 1-point redeem, so even if you're new, you should be able to. There you go. You got yourself a Buko Pandan sticker. Yeah, thank you, Matthew, for showing the sample. We also got a couple other redeems, such as the reason why we are currently swimming in water. The reason why we're currently swimming in water is because of those redeems, so, you know, feel free to check them out. Show up you with the BL drowning, get your stickers. Can you change your profile pic to Mr. Pancakes while on vacation? Ooh, that sounds like a good idea, actually. That sounds pretty funny, especially with this new model that, oh my god, I whipped it up for the raiders that came in. I whipped up the little, like, PNGTuber model of Mr. Pancakes, your substitute teacher. I whipped them up in, like, 30 minutes. Like, literally this morning. We're foiled. Nice, Morito got their sticker. Beeplebees, hello. Lord Pancakes has grown. I know, he's wiggling now. He'd be doing a wiggle. He'd be doing a wiggle. There we go. I caught up on chat. So what were we talking about? I brought up Battle 2, but then my mind went immediately to, I was busy this past weekend. And I think I can go ahead and say why. I was kind of keeping it under wraps, but Beans' brother graduated from college. Woo! Tetradoxic, hello. Yeah, so Beans' brother graduated college, so I went to his graduation last Friday, which is why I couldn't stream. And then yesterday was a party. We had like a graduation party for him. All of his friends were there. It's funny because my brother was there too, and it's so the situation with that is me and Beans, we've been dating for a while, and his brother and my brother just so happened to be friends. It was like completely separate from us dating. Like they just so happened to be friends. So like when we started dating, it was like, oh nice. So like a two worlds collide type of thing. So It's funny because like Beans' brother will like have a party or something, and I'll just randomly see my brother there. I'll just randomly see my brother there. I'm gonna snooze this ad just to continue the yaps for a little bit longer. So yeah, I saw my brother there, and it's funny because like I kind of knew ahead of time, but it was like a day ahead of time. And I kind of forgot until Beans' brother was like, oh yeah, your brother said that he's gonna be bringing this to the party. I'm like, what about my brother? And then I was like, oh yeah, he's gonna be here. So yeah, it was funny. Oh, congrats. Yeah, I'll tell Beans' brother that y'all said congrats. Ah yes, two Bert, brother of one Bert. But yeah, so the graduation itself is like every other graduation where it's like it's always such a it's always fun to see your friend or your relative, like, you know, walking the stage and you know, getting recognition for all of their efforts. But also it was long, man. Even the graduates were like, man, this graduation's running kind of long. And it's because like it was it's one of those, the thing with college graduations, it depends on the campus. It depends on the university, right? But like there are multiple tiers, I guess, of graduation, where like sometimes you'll have like the entire college graduation where it's like everyone that goes to the college is graduating for this ceremony. But then there might be one where it's literally just the major. It's just the department, right? So if you majored in, say, like mathematics, you would just be going to the graduation with like mathematics, right? And then sometimes if you're part of an organization, they have their own graduation. So when I was in college, I was part of Filipino organization. So we, both in my bachelor's and my master's graduation, there was a Filipino graduation. So I had basically 3 options for graduation. I could go to the whole college graduation or the whole university graduation. I could go to my major graduation or my department graduation. And I can go to Filipino graduation. And if you're also part of like an honor society, or if you're parts of like, I don't know, there's like other options as well, right? So I think for my undergrad, I think I did my department graduation and my Filipino graduation, and that's it. Like I did not want to do the whole like school graduation because that would have taken forever. Like that actually like is an option. You can actually like just choose not to go to your like full school graduation, and mostly because of the logistics of like this is gonna take freaking forever. But if you want to, you know, no shame in that. It's more of like if you don't mind the wait, and if your family or like loved ones don't mind the wait, you know. But I chose my major because when I was doing my undergrad, my major was art history, and it's a pretty small department. It was like a pretty small graduating class. So we actually got lumped in with like another department. I think it was like classics or something. So it was like the classics and art history graduation because both departments were just that small. That's like, oh, if it's just the art history students, we would be over in like 15 minutes, you know? So they also like we lumped like all those graduations together, and even still I think the ceremony was like less than an hour or something. And then the Filipino graduation is really cool because depending on your school, depending on your organization, sometimes everyone gets a speech. Like there's so little people, or not so little, but like it's only around 30 or so graduates, to the point where like, oh, let's have all of them give a speech. But usually the speech is only a minute. If it's a lot of people, 30 seconds. You get 30 seconds and then they cut off your mic. But if it's a little smaller, you get a minute. And I think when I did my master's graduation, I got unlimited time because I was a master's graduate. So I had unlimited time, or maybe it was 5 minutes. I just remember it wasn't 1 minute. But everyone else gets a minute. And if you go over the minute, they cut your mic. So you could still keep talking, but just know that you're gonna have to like yell, you know? So yeah, though my graduations were like relatively short. But what they started, or not started, but like depending on the school, they lump together like there's different colleges within a university. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like, oh, all of the humanities courses like psychology, sociology, history, those are going to be lumped under like, let's say like a college of social sciences, right? and all the STEM fields like biology, science, mathematics, those are all going to be lumped under like the College of Sciences, you know, the College of STEM, let's just say. I'm making up weird like fake ones because I don't want to say like the actual college names, and those two colleges will make up the university, if that makes sense. Snooze the ad one more time. So the graduation we ended up going to was like the entire college, like not the entire university, but the entire college. So like we saw every single like, every single person in a STEM major graduated that day, and it was long, y'all. It was so long, and you know, I sort of feel bad for saying it, but even the graduates, even Beans' brother was like, yeah, that took like so long because you have to wait for everybody's name to be called out. And then everyone has their like keynotes, or like the faculty has their like keynote speeches, and like and then there's all the ceremony of like, you may now move your tassel to the right, which that's cool, but it was just all the speeches, and it was all of the like, the students didn't have speeches, it's all of like the like professors and stuff. But afterwards we got good food, so it was worth it. And then yesterday was the party was fun. I got to hang out with I got to chill with my brother for a bit. I got to meet some of Beans and Beans' brother's co-workers. We played, y'all, do you guys like card games? I'm not talking about Digimon TCG or Yu-Gi-Oh or MTG, but do you guys like playing card games? I taught someone how to play Posoidos. You guys know how to play Posoi? That's one of my favorite card games. Yes, exactly, Matthew. Exactly. The best part of the graduation is never the graduation, but the post-celebration. Exactly. Because the actual the actual graduation, like, depending on, like, if it's in the day or the morning, it's hot. It's usually hot because of, like, the season. If it's at night, it's freezing cold. And the graduation we went to was, like, freezing cold. So, yeah, everyone was, like, kind of, like, uncomfortable. Not uncomfortable, but you know what I mean. But yeah, so yesterday at the party, I taught some folks how to play Posoidos. I love Posoidos. If you know how to play Balatro, like, Posoidos is gonna be, like, easy mode. Because basically just, like, you know what? Maybe I should plug in... No, you know what? I can probably use a... MS Paint for this. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna set up the MS Paint and then I'm gonna do the ad break. Cause I need to go to the forest right now. I need to use the little bear's room. Let's see. Oh, I forgot. We gotta move the VHS stuff. Is that okay, Babinkums? We gotta put the TV away. We gotta put the TV away. Okay? Your Coco Melon. No. There we go. Does this work? Ooh, the Windows 11 MS Paint looks a little. It's so different. Now I wanted to cry on it. It's okay. You know what you can cry on, because I'm gonna put you guys in an ad break soon. Is oh, I'm gone again. There we go. No, pay attention to me. Don't pay attention to the bouncing bear behind me. There we go. Let's put pancakes right here. The Itasha. Yeah, you could cry on the Itasha. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna force an ad break right now, and then I'm gonna use the little bear's room. And then we'll do some drawing. I'll teach you all how to play Posoidos, alright? Alright, I'll see y'all in about 3 minutes. Dang, that was 3 minutes. That was fast. I just got back from the forest. I just got back from the forest. Also, do you guys might know lots about bears, but how much do you all know about gorillas? Me and Beans' brother were talking about this yesterday, about like how much we like the gorillas, the band. Man, I miss the gorillas. Well, I say miss, but it's not like they're like gone or anything. Also, how come you can see my screen in the background there? Give me a second. There you go. Gorillas is great, man. I say I miss them, but it's more so because like I only listen to Demon Days. Beans' brother was telling me about Plastic Beach, which I didn't listen to back then, even though it's only like a year after like I graduated high school, which is around the time I listened a lot to Gorillas. I just haven't listened to like a lot of their new stuff. I don't know if any of you guys are Gorillas' #1 fan. You're the perfect person to ask then, because I was gonna say, what would you have you listened to their new stuff? And if so, what would you recommend? Or just all of it? Because I love Demon Days. It's like up there. Gorillas is up there with 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge by My Chemical Romance. What's the Fall Out Boy one? It's around that same time. 100 Bibinkas versus Murdoch. Dude, the latest, this isn't even that new, but the latest Gorillas like news that I heard, and once again, this isn't even new news, this is like a couple years back, is Murdoch went to jail. Like the character, not the person who plays him. Murdoch went to jail and was replaced by Ace from the Powerpuff Girls. And like, I'm not talking about like a guy that looks like Ace from the Powerpuff Girls. I'm talking Ace from the Powerpuff Girls. Like, okay, where's MS Paint? Let me draw this out for you. MCR #4 fan here. Like, yo, same. I'm probably like number 258 fan here. Because I just listened to like their old stuff. It's like the old stuff that I listen to. Wait, I'm not used to like MS Paint looking like this. Oh, there's calligraphy brushes. How big can I do these keys work? Can I draw Ace from memory? We're gonna find out. Remember he got the big like. It's like Ace from the Powerpuff Girls. It's like he's from the, what is it, the Gang Green Gang? I was gonna say the Amoeba Boys, but that's not. Does he have a goatee? If you don't recognize who this is and you remember the Powerpuff Girls, don't worry. I just I'm just gonna add a little touch and you'll be like, oh, that guy. There you go. No, I didn't close the line. How does Randon do this so well? Okay. Easy does it. Easy does it. There we go. It's Ace from the Gang. Murdoch got replaced by this guy. Like, he got replaced by this guy. I don't know the lore. Like, I need someone to fill me in. I don't know if any of you in the chat are already doing that, but I need someone to fill me in on the lore. Why did Murdoch go to jail? Or I guess why didn't he go to jail sooner, right? Because like, wasn't that his personality? Is like he just be a crime guy. The Now was pretty good. Ooh, okay. Let's see. That was in the Now when Ace was their bassist. Oh, the Ace thing is so funny. Also, Jack Black was in the music video with him in Humility. Ooh. At the end of the strobe light video, you can see Murdoch talking with somebody. Apparently, the guy crossed Murdoch and he ended up in jail. That's insane. Right? Like, literally the only thing I heard is that he went to jail and got replaced by Ace. So Murdoch set them up with Ace, a longtime friend of his. Yes, PPG and Gorillas Multiverse confirmed. I can talk for hours about this. Just work with the lag and with me here. Yeah. No, I'm super down for it. I'm super down because, like I said, I'm just like my exposure to the Gorillas and even like my I would say that like emo is one of my favorite genres, but let's be honest here, it's more like pop punk. It's like pop punk is actually my like favorite genre. Or one of my favorite genres. I would say like rock or like just 2000s to 20 like millennial rock, emo, rap, like any top 40 hits from like the 2010 the 2000s, the 90s to the 2000s, that was like my jam. Those are like my formative year music taste, you know, and Vocaloid. like a smidge of Vocaloid. So some of the newer stuff haven't really checked into. Like I feel like there is a little bit of resurgence of like people finding their old styles again, like for example Lady Gaga, right? Her recent album sounds very much like why am I forgetting the name of the album? Like, I also have been wanting to listen to Lady Gaga. Abracadabra, abra, unana. Bad Romance. But before we get into Lady Gaga, you guys said the Now Now is good? Oh, Clint Eastwood was good. 2000 was good. I'm looking for their discography. Baby Queen, New Gold, Meanwhile. Humans? Gorillaz 20 Mix? I didn't know that was a thing. Machine is on, Song Machine. Oh, you know what? I think I just need albums. I just want to see their albums. Oh, is it not an album? Is it just a song? The Now Now. I'm like looking for, see, Cracker Island, Baby Queen, The New Gold, Cracker Island. Oh, there it is, the Now Now. I see. Valley of the Pagans. There was a whole arc during the Now Now where you could message with the Gorillaz Facebook account and Noodle and Murdoch would send you the updates on their plan to get him out of jail. Oh, cool. Nice. I remember as a kid, like, there's a, oh. What is this? The Now Now? Oh. This is a vibe. Noodle, like just the general style of like the Gorillaz, not musically but art, like how they're portrayed in like art. I remember Noodle was kind of an icon. Like when MySpace was still a thing, you would see a lot of people using Noodle. Well, also I had a lot of Asian friends, but like a lot of people would be using like Noodle either as their like profile picture or they would put them on their MySpace. Ooh, this sounds good. Or is this a remix? Because it says the 20M mix. The 20 mix. Gorillaz, the Now Now. It is an album. Why was it so hard to find on the Spotify page? There we go. Yeah, I was gonna say like I just remember seeing like Noodle a lot. No more unicorns anymore. Look up at Huel in Instagram. It's the Jaime Hewlett account, the guy that designs them. Ooh, I'm down. Let's do that. Instagram. Are we gonna do some impromptu art appreciation? I was gonna teach you guys how to play Pasoi. after I'll do that. Okay, Huel? Oh, cool. Oh, wow. Okay. Give me a second. I'll share my screen shortly. Music appreciation. I'm not qualified for music appreciation. I don't have the vocabulary. I don't have the tools in the toolkit. As opposed to art history where like I can talk about color, composition, line confidence, you know, stuff like I know the vocab and stuff. But for music appreciation, it's just like I like this. I think it sounds good. I like when they go doo 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 doo. I don't know what timbre is. I don't know what Humility's so good. Shame the video has Jack Black and now it's kind of tainted for me. Yeah, I feel the same when it comes to folks like that. Okay, let's do browser. Let's take out MS Paint. Okay, let's do a little bit of impromptu art appreciation. This is Jamie or Jaime Hewlett. This is the artist that designed the gorillas, and this looks very noodle, right? I don't think it is. It might just be generic, you know, femme presenting person, but it's giving like noodle vibes, right? #1 fan. Got lots of pins, a little like Totoro like snuts. The video also has Ace in it. Jamie British in it. It's British. My name's Jamie, not Jaime. Ooh, very like graphic designy. I kind of like the repeating motifs here. Ooh, yeah, this is one of those ones where it's like, oh yeah, this feels like gorillas, right? Even though like it's not I don't think it's the same characters, but like there's something with like how he draws lips and like how the proportions are a little bit wide here in a good way, like it's very like stylistic. Like you could almost interpret this as like, I don't know if it actually is like gorillas. I don't think it is because it says here Fu Action Silver Jubilee. This is probably something different, but this reminds me of like Murdoch, reminds me of 2D, reminds me of Noodle. Sometimes he posts vague future gorillas designs. Let's see. The art is all really nice. Goku! Oh, the artistry is really cool. Ooh, is this Kali? It is. It's the Hindu goddess. Kali transcends good and evil. She's the divine mother. She's cool. I love Kali a lot. She's supposed to be feared, or she is a fearsome goddess. Hello, Aqua. Welcome to the class. What are we checking out today? So, this is supposed to be just kind of like a yapping stream. It's just chatting, but we're doing a little bit of impromptu art appreciation. I do occasionally do like art appreciation streams, but we were talking about Gorillaz, the band, and that started to the hologram presentation. Gorillaz had that before Tupac. You know? But yeah, we're just appreciating the art of Jamie Hewlett. So let's see. Alpaca said, oh no, I miss what Testosterone says. I went to a punk graphics and poster exhibit at my local museum recently, and there's a lot here that reminds me a bit of it. Yeah, right? Like, I don't quite know how to put my finger on like kind of punk aesthetic or like graphic design aesthetic, but it's very like analog in a way, which I feel like has been starting to kind of get a resurgence lately. What I mean by that is like, stuff that looks like, rather than using a certain font to write down something, people are like handwriting things for graphic designs, you know? I mentioned Madonna in Boss's chat, and he mentioned the 2006 Grammy performance of her and Gorillaz, and I secretly freaked it because I love that performance so much. Yo, oh my gosh, that takes me back. 2006. From Madonna. It's been a while since I've listened to any of her music. What was I kind of wanted to show you what I mean by like kind of just like analog typography. I took a doodling like okay, this is gonna be weird to say. Please look it up, it's so cool. Okay, let me get like a queue of things going. I'm gonna get the Madonna 2006 Absurdist Scribbler, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining the class. We're doing like a mix of things. just chatting, but also I want to scribble some typography for you guys. Is it Grammys? Okay, with gorillas. Okay, so I'm gonna put that kind of on the queue. Interesting. Thank you. Okay, so we were talking about like kind of hand-drawn analog style like typography, because I've been seeing this thing where like for example here you see that gorillas is like in a font that like, you know, the way that the L's are drawn are very uniform, and of course like graphic designers can change the typography so that like all the letters aren't the same. Like here, silly songs and demos, that's like written out in like a font. But there's also like here in the same picture you see like handwritten text. I've been seeing like people make graphic design like poster designs or just like Instagram design, stuff like that with like handwritten text. And what's funny is like a couple of weeks ago my one of my bosses told me to take this workshop about like, I think it's called doodle notes, where like if you're an educator, it's like, oh, you should encourage your students to take doodle notes because it helps with retaining information. And it's also just a fun way, especially for younger students, to just like retain information instead of just taking like written notes. Of course, if you're taking a college class, you might not always have time to doodle with your notes, because it's like it's a mix of like doodling in the margins, right, but also making them relevant to the notes that you're taking, because then that'll help you retain information a little bit better. So with that, let me show you guys what I mean with my sketch of Ace from the Powerpuff Girls. And the way that the workshop was carried out, because it wasn't just like like the usual art tutorials of like draw the circle and then draw the rest of the owl. It was like, it felt useful because it was like using very simple shapes to like encourage students to be like, oh, like your doodles don't have to be super detailed. You know, if you want to draw like let's say you're doing a class on like Roman history, this is good enough for a person. And I need some little legs here to draw like a person. And then, you know, if you want to talk about like spears and armor and like, you know, the little headpiece like that, it doesn't need to be super detailed. So I took a workshop on like how to encourage like people to like take doodle notes. But they also had some pretty neat stuff too, where yeah, modern marginalia, yeah. And I'll catch up to chat in a little bit. But it was also stuff like simple ways to decorate your text too. So little banners and stuff like that. You know, a way to title your work of like, oh, this is heading 2. Or, you know, maybe it should be something a little bit more like, let's say that this is an intro to something. Intro. This might look a lot better if I were just using my mouse. But then they also gave us some tips on like just general typography, like fun fonts that you could do. Like instead of being like, here's intro, you can have a little bit of whimsy. You can add a little bit like extra lines on it. You know, it adds a little bit of interest. Let's say you write the word doodle. Let's say you don't want to do lines. So just do dots. Little dots like that. And you know what's funny is I actually incorporated some of this in my hiatus announcement. Because I was like, I don't want to like deal with typography today. I'm just gonna like do some doodle notes. Take your notes in wingdings. No, not necessarily like take it in wingdings, but just like add a little bit of whimsy to it. But there are some other things too. It was like if you're just writing down like your usual notes, you can also highlight it in certain ways, like a little explosion, little speech bubble, just to highlight those notes, right? The basic like idea is that like incorporating doodles in your notes also helps with retention, because it's like, oh, I remember when they were talking about that point because I was drawing an apple at the time, you know? So let me scroll up and see what messages I missed out on. Hang up El Mañana mashup. Ooh. I vaguely remember El Mañana mashup. Feel good, feel good. Hung Up is my favorite Madonna song, no bias in part. Yes, yes. Yeah, Modern Marginalia. I actually used to doodle comics in my notes, helped a lot in my history. Yeah, exactly. And like I said, it doesn't need to be super detailed. It really could just like, if you're drawing figures, just circle, square, sticks, you know? It's only marginally, get it, margin? It's only marginally better than like a stick figure, just because you can use it to like do little poses. So like, you know, little pose like this. You know, someone with like hands on hips. Let's say you have a little guy that's like pointing to something. Like they're pointing to that. Yeah, just keep it simple. Keep it simple, smarty. I'm always down for more whimsy. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We need a little bit more whimsy in our lives. We need a little bit more whimsy. Okay, so next on the queue, you guys were recommending that I watch the Hung Up, the 2006 Grammy Awards. Oh no, there's ads! There's ads! I'm waiting for the ad to mute that. 2006, I think I was gonna say like I was too young to remember like pop culture at the time, but no, those are my formative years. So why am I blanking out on this? Let's go ahead and watch this together. Let me stop the Spotify for a second. There we go. Okay, there's a song that reminds me of you know what? Instead of showing it on here, let's bring back the, where is the MS Paint? There we go. Thank you, Vivinka. I love, yeah. Almontas, hello. We're so cubist now. We're so cubist. See, Mr. Pancakes, it's not weird for the class to transform every so often. But yeah, hello. Yeah, we've just been yapping. We've just been yapping. I might go on for a little bit more, because then after this you're not gonna have any Binka for like the next 3 weeks or something. Oh yeah, so there's this one song that if I were to think about the songs that remind me of when I was taking like dance class in high school, oh so long ago, one of them was, oh my god, is it Imogen Heap? What's that one song that goes what you say? I know it was like a meme for a while. Like, some peace and quiet. What do you mean, church? You don't like my yapping? You must love my yapping. I'm just so but I'm just a cute bear. What do you mean you don't like my yapping? Debinked. I hope the yap is going well. Yeah, it's been going pretty well. Oh, I'm frozen. Oh no, I'm good. Yeah, we talked about a whole bunch of different things. What did we even talk about? Well, we had a debut from my little substitute teacher over here, Mr. Pancakes. He's moving now. He's moving. He has a little piece of butter on his head. He thinks that I'm a witch because my classroom keeps on transforming, but I was just telling him that that's just what art history classes are like. I mean, you guys have taken art history classes, right? That's just a thing that happens occasionally. It's a piece of quiet now. Gotta step up, but thanks so much for the stream. Say bye to Mr. Pancakes for me. Thanks for stopping by, Testosterone. Thank you. Depends. Is it the Jason Derulo version? It's not the Jason Derulo. Not that one. Is that the Imogen Heap? Yeah, is it Hide and Seek? If I look up Imogen Heap on Spotify, her most popular one is Headlock. And I remember Just For Now as well. Is it this one? Oh my god, even the album art is like, wow, memories. This one? Just For Now. Stop referencing the OC. Like, are you talking about my original character? Or are you talking about Orange County? Because wasn't there like a show for the OC? It definitely was Imogen Heap. I just forgot which song. You have to remain kayfabe. Who substitutes the substitute teacher? After that, do I have to make a new OC? Do I have to make a new original character who is the substitute teacher when Mr. Pancakes can't make it in? I should name him like Syrup or something. It was used in the Dear Sister skit by Lonely Island. What you say? Oh, is it really from the OC? I just knew it was a meme. I didn't know it was from the OC. Like, because my first exposure to it was, like I said, dance class. And like this dance class would teach us 4 very distinct styles. It was Miss Syrup. I don't think it was Headlock. I think, is it Just For Now? Just For Now. This one definitely reminds me of high school. This whole album reminds me of high school. It's that time of year. Leave all your hopelessnesses aside. I think it's this album. Speak for Yourself. Headlock. Maybe it is Hide and Seek. Yeah, it's this one. It's this one. The hell is going on? Song is What You Say from Jason Derulo. I don't think I've heard of the Jason Derulo version. It was parodying a season finale from the OC where the same song was used. Okay. My core memory of the What You Say thing wasn't even the memes. It was... Okay, I'm gonna have to explain a lot of context here, so you're gonna have to bear with me. So I mentioned before that I was very active in a Filipino club in college. And these Filipino clubs, whenever we were transitioning different, like, the clubs are managed by a board, by like an executive and a general board. So a board member are like the people that like manage the events, the membership, stuff like that. So whenever we transition from one board to the next for every school year, we usually have a leadership retreat. So usually this takes place in like an Airbnb in some place. And a bunch of past leaders, a bunch of alumni and past board members would essentially give a whole bunch of workshops to the new incoming board, basically to teach them a whole bunch of different leadership skills. I generally enjoyed it. There were, especially early on, because we had alumni that were very influenced by, like, I guess, frats and sororities. There were times where, like, some of the activities were, like, not as, like, informational and bordered on, like, hazing. But from what I heard, I was on the tail end of things. Like when I came in, they were already starting to like not do that anymore because, you know, it's hazing. That's like terrible. But like I did experience kind of like the tail end where like there were still some things that were like, okay, what's like the actual leadership like point of this? Like what's the point of me learning this? Like what leadership skill am I learning by, you know, doing push-ups at 5 a.m, you know? So eventually they did stop doing that. So I do have to mention that they did stop doing that, and it was more like straightforward like workshops, right? So one of the I'm frozen again. Oh no, there we go. So one of the activities, it's gonna sound really weird, but I feel like it had a lot of value, was one where I don't even remember the name of the activity. But it was an activity in which the incoming board, they were in a room for a bit while the what you say? What you say? For the best. So the activity was the retreat leaders, as we call them, the like alumni and the past board members. they were essentially pretending to be a tribe, like a tribe of like ambiguous origin. Like it wasn't supposed to be based off any like particular tribe, right? But it was just like a tribe with their own rules, and they couldn't speak English. Like, in fact, I don't think we used words. I don't think we used words to communicate at all. But it was basically the board had to kind of figure out the context of this tribe, of like what did they consider like positive, what did they consider negative. But the thing is, like, there was no translator, there was no way for them to like really communicate other than just being in the space and taking it all in, right? So the board members were acting kind of like different tribe members, and they were like doing a ritual, which like we set it up so that the ritual seemed like it would be ridiculous, but like if you were adhering to kayfabe, if you were adhering to your character, you saw it as something that was very honorable. And I think our ritual was just like putting hot Cheetos in a bowl and like holding it to the sky, which like it's supposed to like the intent of it, because I know that this is already starting to sound kind of problematic, but the intent of it is that it might seem ridiculous, but like for the people that are participating in it, it's a big deal. It's something that is, you know, sacred or important, stuff like that. So the point of it was it was also the workshop was less leadership and more so just like cultural like awareness of like something that might seem like unclear or even funny to you might mean a lot to other people, you know. Just a little. So yeah, well, because like if you want to teach that lesson, you don't want to like we were kind of skirting the line of like you don't want to appropriate another culture, right? So that's why we kind of made up our own culture. I just remember like hot Cheetos were involved, like, and there were things like we didn't say yes or no. We would either do like a hissing sound, like a tss, like with your teeth, like a tss, tss, and that was supposed to mean yes, and then saying that was saying no. So like the point of the new incoming board was to like get in there and not get kicked out. Essentially, don't get kicked out. Like you're not supposed to laugh. You're not supposed to laugh at anything. You're not supposed to like, you know, show disrespect to the tribe at all. You're just supposed to like just observe and participate, especially when people like prompt you to participate. So and of course, like, people would come in, they would see how kind of, like, ridiculous it looked, because it's like, oh, people are worshiping, like, a bowl of hot Cheetos, you know? And people are, like, responding with, like, tss, tss, and And, of course, no one is supposed, among the alumni, no one is supposed to break character, y'all. Like, no one is supposed to break character. You're supposed to be, like, in it to win it. And there was one time where, like, and, okay, before I get into that, my role was, I wasn't even a tribe member. I was the quote unquote archaeologist that was like working with them, but I couldn't translate for them. I think the lore was like they didn't like me. It was like, the lore was like, oh, I can't go in and translate for you because they just don't like me. So like, so I'm gonna welcome you into the space, but then I have to leave. So, and I thought that was a perfect role for me because, not that they disliked me or anything, but because like archaeologist, art historian, I felt like that was a good role for me to play. So I would be like, all right, incoming board member number 1. Oh, like, okay, George, you're going to come into this, you're going to come into this culture and then you have to be really respectful. Okay. And I was keeping in character. I was playing my part. I did not laugh the entire time until I finally was like, okay, George and Pexicle and Dia, you guys, go up to this priest over here. And the priest, like, he didn't do like or tss or nothing. He like yelled at the top of his lungs and like hopped, and he said, "What you say?" Like I freaking lost it. I freaking lost it. I like had to hide my face because of like I was not expecting that at all. They were just like, "What you say?" And I freaking died. I was like, I was the one person that like had not broken character that entire time, and that like got me. That got me so good. Cause imagine like George and Pexicle Dia, like the first thing that you see when you enter this tribe is a guy just aggressively yelling, what you say, like right into your face. Hello, Glitchy Banana Vortex. Is that the green guy from Powerpuff Girls or no? It is. It's Ace. It's Ace from the Gangrene Gang. We were talking earlier about the Gorillas, the band, and how at one point Murdoch from the Gorillas went to jail and was replaced by Ace from the Gangrene Gang. So they're part of the multiverse. What you say, gunshots, average millennial crying while laughing. It got me so good. It got me so good. Someone clip what you say for a redeem. Oh my god. And it was like, because it didn't sound like the song at all. It didn't sound like what you say. It was like aggressive yelling. It was aggressive what you say. What you say. That's a banger idea. Oh man, you guys are free to clip that if you want. I'll see if I can get the do you want me saying what you say, or do you want the actual what you say from the song? Because those are two entirely different vibes. Because it goes along with the like, what does Binka love? I just love sulfuric acid. And then there's like the what you say. But the aggressive what you say is a completely different vibe. Oh man, memories. I see. I thought Gorillas was first, but I don't know. I didn't know. Yeah, no worries. We're just yapping. We're just yapping about random things. I was just talking about some of my leadership retreat experience. So the lesson of that one, the tribal one, isn't as clear cut. As I was like recounting the story, I'm like, yeah, this doesn't seem like as much of a like leadership retreat type activity. But I promise it was hopefully useful for those board members. Glitchy Banana Vortex, thank you for joining the class. Yapping about random things. I've been missing his streams. I've been missing Randon's streams because I've been busy with like the graduation stuff and with work. And I think I had a meeting on the Friday. So Binka voice, what you say, but every 1 out of 5 times it's the base boosted to demonic levels. What you say? I'm trying to think like what were some actual like good activities that taught like lead. Oh, I think I told you guys about my favorite one. My favorite one. I'll draw this. And then we're finally gonna learn about, I keep saying that we're gonna learn how to play Pusoi Dos. I keep forgetting. You guys are distracting me. Okay. For an event. This is one of the best activities I think I participated in. For an event, you have to write down something called logistics. Actually, let me take out this. Event logistics. So, for example, let's say that you're throwing a party. Party time. Party. So, for this, you want to ask yourself... Actually, why am I... There's a text option. Like, party... Why is caps lock on? Logistics. You want to think about who, what, where, when, why, and how. So we're throwing a party, right? Who is leading this party? I'll put myself. Binka's leading this party. But then I'm getting some help from Mr. Pancakes and the Bean Cubs. Bean Cubs. That's you guys. What is happening? It's a party. It's a party. Where? It's gonna be in our classroom. When? Right now. Literally like right now. Or like, 10 minutes from now. 10 minutes from now. Don't mind the misspelling. Why? Because I'm gonna be going on hiatus. Going on hiatus. How? That's the actual logistics part. That's the actual logistics part. So, not just, this isn't all for logistics. Now you want to think about, you know what, I hate it that everything is bold, and there you go. So, party logistics. So, you have to ask yourself, who is getting the supplies? Where are we getting the supplies from? Where's supplies from? What else? What time is everyone arriving? Actually, you would put that under when. So like, let's say that everyone should be here like 5 minutes before. Right? So what's happening is that at what time is it? At 1 p.m. PST. The bean cubs come in at 1:01 p.m. We're gonna eat pizza. 1:02. We're gonna yap. 1:03 p.m. We're gonna listen to music. Okay? Now, with all of this in mind, I realize that's really small for you guys to see. No, it's so tiny. Okay. Oh, jeez, it looks so jank. Whatever, you guys get the point. So those are event logistics, right? This is what you need when you do an event. You need like people. You need to know like who's getting the supplies, where you're getting the supplies from, what's gonna happen at every point, you know, stuff like that. So the workshop that we did was that like we were split into two groups, and one group did a set of logistics for a party, and another group did a set of logistics for a workshop, like an educational workshop, right? So they spent about 30 minutes planning it all on like who's gonna get what, like where are we gonna get it from, all of that stuff, right? So let's say that like, oh, if we're planning a party, then I'm gonna say that Alpaca's gonna get the pizza, Dia is gonna get the decorations, Mr. Pancakes is gonna get the music that we're gonna be listening to, right? All of that. So easy peasy. I didn't write it down though because I just talked it over with you guys, right? I just talked it over. All good. We don't need to write it down. Except this is what we did in the activity. The activity was everyone wrote down their logistics, and then right before we were about to actually pull off our activity, because we were supposed to simulate it as well. We're supposed to simulate it. So like we had actual like party supplies, we had actual like the other group had actual workshop supplies, all of that. Before we were set to execute the event, the retreat leaders were like, now you guys have to switch logistics. Uh-oh. Like, switch places. So now the other group gets our party logistics and we get their logistics. So we have to execute their event that they planned out, and they have to execute our event that we planned out. And as you can see, I didn't write down who gets the supplies, where are we getting the supplies from. I didn't write it down because we discussed it verbally. But now that another set of people has those written logistics, they're not gonna know what to do. So the assignment was basically like, you have to execute the other group's event as best as you can without asking them questions. You're literally going off of their written logistics. So it seems like a lot of these workshops seem kind of silly. They seem kind of like, when's that ever gonna happen? But it's kind of ramping up the amount of silliness because it prepares you for what actually happens in real life. So like, yeah, it's never going to be to the point where the people that were helping plan the logistics aren't going to be able to help you at all. But what if someone gets sick? What if it's the day before the party and the main person that was in charge gets sick? You know, who's gonna pick up the party? Who's gonna like actually set it all up? That's what logistics are for. Anyone else watch Fire Festival documentaries? Oh, maybe that's what happened. No one actually wrote down stuff. It was just like, you just gotta believe, man. Like, no one remembers Woodstock and how everyone was like suffering in the mud. So everyone's gonna remember all the good parts of Fire Festival. You just gotta trust me on this. Like, you just gotta trust me on this. Peak Schadenfreude. Exactly. It's that time of year. Leave all your hopelessnesses aside. So yeah, that's like the whole point. That's the whole point of like these workshops, is like it puts you in a bunch of silly, like almost silly like workshops, because like they do train you for like what happens when you actually like get into the position of being a board member. That's what they got for not taking care of logistics. Exactly. That's the value of logistics. Oh my gosh. One of the workshops we did was like a simulation of an event. It was a party. It was a party simulation where like all the board members were doing specific things. I was like the head of culture. So my whole thing was to like incorporate culture into everything. But then there's people that actually plan the parties. So one of our workshops was like low-key kind of traumatic, but I think it did prepare us. I think it did prepare us for like certain things, because it was our club has a cash box. It's like full of like cash, first of all, but for change, you know. Nowadays everything is done like through like Zelle and Venmo and stuff like that, but like I was right at the cusp where like people were still using cash for things like buying tickets to an event, for like a college event, not like a like a concert or something. So we had a cash box, and in our simulated party, we were all playing our parts, and then the retreat leaders were playing the parts of like your general membership, the people who are going to the party, right? So everyone's like partying it up. It's a simulation, of course, so we could stop at any point. But the retreat leaders had it set up so that there would be like 3 different incidents that would happen throughout the party. So pizza party, let's go. Actually, speaking of which, party decorations, yay. Everything is kind of waterlogged. There is a pizza, it's under the cats. They're warming it, they're using it to warm their butts. I also have a liter of cola here. So there we go, we have a little pizza party. So yeah, the retreat leaders had set it up so that in the simulated party there were going to be 3 incidents that happen, which are meant to like prepare you for like when actual incidents happen at a party. And one of the incidents was like, oh, someone got too drunk. Someone got too drunk and is now like throwing up. They didn't actually throw up, but yeah, it's a simulation. So like someone's like, oh, I don't feel so good, and like, wait, let me see if I can give you guys a taste of it. All right, Babin Cubs, you guys are in charge of this party, and suddenly I'm just like, oh, Babin Cubs, I don't feel so good. I don't feel so good. Oh no. What do you do in that situation, you guys? What do you do? Cat's making biscuits, but it's pizza. There we go. I don't feel so good. So do you just let me, you know, walk away and not check up on me, right? So yeah, that was one of the incidents. I think another one was like a breakup or something. Teacher, I don't feel so good. Oh no, what do we do in this situation, you guys? What do we do in this situation? First of all, we have to go up to Peck School and we have to be like, are you okay? Oh, he's fine. He's fine. Are you okay? And then we just have to make sure that they're all good, right? And then I think another incident was something like there was a breakup. There was like an explosive breakup where it's like, okay, Bibin Cubs, you have to pretend that me and Mr. Pancakes are like a couple, right? And it's like, I just don't like how you are talking to other women, and you know, I don't like how you're looking at Gino right now, my cat. I don't like how you're looking at him, and I don't like it, and I'm gonna make this the entire party's problem right now. It's like, oh, what would you do in that situation, right? The third incident, you guys, was a secret incident. It like blew us away because it was, you know, let's say that you have that person that went off to the bathroom because they weren't feeling too good. You have those other people that are in the shots. In that situation, you just gotta take shots. Am I right? So some board members were taking care of the person that got sick. Some board members were handling the situation in which the couple was fighting. That meant that no one was available to pay attention to the third incident, which is our cash box was stolen. Someone stole our cash box. That was all of our funds for the party, y'all. All of our funds gone in an instant. But everyone was too busy with the first 2 incidents that they didn't catch the third one because everyone was distracted. Yeah, gasp! What are we gonna do? All of our like money was in there, right? And once again, it was a simulation. We could at any time stop if people were getting overwhelmed, but it was one of those like, oh no, like what are we gonna do, you guys? We don't have a cash box. What are we gonna, like, we threw this party. We have like all this money from like, you know, stuff, but now we don't have it anymore. So what do you do in that situation? I actually forgot what we did in that situation. I think we just like let the party go, but we we like debriefed about it afterwards, and we're just like, oh, I guess that's just kind of a loss, you know. And that person actually went away and stole the money. That person just went away. Okay, so here's the kicker, you guys. Here's the kicker. Those 3 incidents, it's not too likely that all 3 incidents would happen at every party. The one where like someone feels sick and has to go to the bathroom to like throw up, that's pretty realistic as to what would happen at a party. The explosive breakup might not happen at like every party. I actually did witness like an explosive breakup at a party. I actually did experience that. I forgot if it was before or after the workshop, but and the cash box thing is very rare to happen at a party. But here's the kicker: that incident, that simulated incident, was based off a real thing that happened at a party. Like, as in, there was a board who their cash box actually was stolen. Like, so it was like supposed to be like this training of like, it's happened before, it might happen again in the future, so you have to prepare for it. So yeah, I actually forgot what like our actual like plan was. But I just remember that it was a thing that happened, and the retreat leaders are like, yeah, this is an actual thing that happened, y'all. Like, so you have to be really vigilant. Like if people are handling like an explosive breakup and or like someone throwing up, you know, then like you still have to make sure that someone's watching the cash box or watching, you know, everything else. Because another incident that could happen is that like we at our parties, at our college parties, our totally legal college parties where everyone is over 21. We usually have people at the door. We have like a team that is like at the door, so like we don't let in randos. We only let in people that are in the club or are like are a +1 to someone that's in the club. Therefore, if an incident happens, we know who that person is connected to. So if someone actually did steal the cash box, we would know like, oh, that person was invited by Mr. Pancake, so we have to ask Mr. Pancakes about that person, you know? So we don't let in randos. But, you know, if everyone's too distracted with all these other incidents, then maybe some random people are gonna pop in, you know? So, yeah, that's kind of like the whole point is, like, a lot of this is, like, just it's all simulated, and it's all, like, the worst case scenario, so that when it comes time for the actual thing, you're gonna be prepared. You're gonna be prepared. Because, like, there were other retreats where, like, I guess content warning, content warning, self-harm, suicide. So if that makes you uncomfortable, feel free to come in like, you know, three-ish minutes. But I don't think it's ever happened in any of the parties that I've been to, but we did have like another simulated party where like one of the incidents was someone got too drunk and they were talking about, you know, like unaliving themselves, or they were talking about self-harming themselves. So it's like you have to you go through this stuff in a simulated fashion so that if it actually happens at a party, you're prepared. You like know what to do, right? So like I said, a lot of it might seem really silly, but it has a purpose most of the time. It has a purpose. But apparently back in the day, like I said, I was at the tail end of it, but like apparently their retreats used to have like actual hazing in it, and it's like, bro, what the heck? like the whole point of this is to teach leadership skills, not to like, I guess, lord your power over like young college students, you know? No randoms allowed. I know. I'm so sorry to my Oshi. No randoms allowed. It says no randoms. We can have one random. Okay, there's an ad break coming up. So I'm gonna go ahead and put you all in recess. You guys can eat the cars to your heart's content, I guess, but we're gonna have to pay it back somehow. And then we'll come back, and I think we'll just go for maybe 30 minutes more. I'm just gonna yap about my Japan trip, or the upcoming Japan trip, and then I think we'll call it from there. So I'll see you all in 3 minutes for the conclusion of the yappenings. we're back. We're back. Did you guys enjoy the cars? We gotta pay them back, you know? You gotta pay it back. And Alpaca's crying on it. It's okay because you're not eating it. It might wear away at the paint, but I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Alright, let's get back to the classroom. Okay, so couple of things to chat about before I go away to my hiatus. Caustic Babinkum tears. Is that part of the lore now? Is that like your guys' tears are now caustic? Like, they wear away at paint. Okay, so oh wait, I have to teach you guys how to play Pasoi. Okay. I have to and hello. Hello, you're just in time to learn how to play Pasoidos. Hello everyone. It's me, Babinka Bear, your local sun bear and art history teacher and educational streamer. And that's right, Mr. Pancakes has his own model now. He's bouncing alongside me. He's also a little bigger for some reason. I actually don't know why. But hello, you were ooh, science and technology. What were you up to? I'm curious. Sparkly Race Cat Raid. Yeah, he bounces now. He bounces. But yeah, this is my last stream before I go on approximately 3-week hiatus. Because I'm gonna be taking a trip in my favorite rocket ship, aka an airplane. We've been assembling an oscilloscope kit. What does an oscilloscope do? So scope as in like you look into something and like as an oscillation, like when a fan oscillates, you know, like. Where are you going this time? I'm going to Japan again. I'm going to Tokyo. But last time I went to Tokyo, we only spent 5 days, and that was much too short. So now we're going for 2 weeks, and for 3 out of those 3 days, we're also gonna go to Kyoto. So yeah. So we're gonna have fun. We're gonna go to Akihabara. We love Akihabara the last time we went, but Akihabara, hopefully Ueno. What else? Odaiba. I want to go to Odaiba so that I can see some like Digimon, you know, like sites. We might go to Yokohama. I'm trying to think of what else. Shinjuku, Shibuya. The pancakes has expanded. He's transformed from a normal pancake into one of those fluffy Japanese pancakes. Exactly. He even has a little piece of butter on his head. Don't eat it though. Don't do it. It measures waveforms in electronics. Oh, cool. Nice. This is now Mr. Pancake's channel. Got any off collabs planned? Nah, not really. I'm pretty much just there to chill. Especially with Beans, the two of us are just gonna chill. What's going on in Akiba now? I thought all the games and anime are gone. No way. Like, well, I don't think they would be gone, right? I went there last year and like it's definitely still like the anime and video game capital. There's like the anime, there's official stores like Animate, and I forget the other ones, and then there's also unofficial stores that sell like kind of secondhand stuff, but like Mandarake, Lanchinbang. But yeah, like there was also like a Bandai store from what I remember, because they had like games. They had like the at the time like new Gundam game and a bunch of claw machines. One of the claw machines had like Digimon stuff in it too, and Beans and I really tried to get like the little like Digimon toys in there, but those claw machines are hard, man. I want to go to the main Mandarake Mall with the 5+ floors and the secondhand stuff. There's a bunch of stores like that. There's a bunch. Like, I thought it was just going to be Mandarake, but there's a bunch. There's like Lanchinbang, there's Mandarake. I think that's the interesting thing about the architecture, or like how things are laid out at least in Tokyo and Akihabara, is that like things are very like, there's like a lot of emphasis on like the verticality. So like, the actual floors themselves will be very small, very cramped, but there's like 5 floors or like 5, 6, 7 floors of just stuff. And like each of the floors will have some kind of like theme to it. So like one floor is just for doujinshi and another floor is just for like Gunpla models, and another floor is for like music, CDs and records and stuff. So, and one of them is like a maid cafe. So yeah, there's a bunch of buildings like that in Akihabara. I would be on the doujinshi floor all day. Yeah, the doujins. Yeah, there's like there's multiple buildings like that. There's a lot of stair climbing, like a lot, a lot. But it's fun. It was fun the last time I went. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be fun this time because we're gonna be there for 2 weeks. We also want to Beans is still vegan, of course, and I'm still pescatarian. So that actually helps a lot with a lot of vacation planning because we plan our vacations around where we can eat. And there's a vegan izakaya, y'all. Like an izakaya is a place where like you could just drink and like have little like drinking snacks, like meat skewers, right? There's a vegan version of that, so I'm pretty excited. There's also a lot of vegan like noodle spots, and I noticed that whenever we go to these vegan spots, we see a lot of other what I assume to be tourists, but a lot of them seem to be like South Asian. So like Indian, Pakistani, and I think it's because like vegan places are the best spots for considering any dietary restrictions. So for sure, like in places like Tokyo, there's always a lot of places that help with like those dietary restrictions. Same with Kyoto. I have like a whole map of just like vegan places, so I'm pretty excited for that. I also definitely want to do more cultural stuff because the last trip that we took, we just did like cultural stuff at the very end of our trip, and it was because we spent most of our trip just like souvenir shopping. So this time we're gonna do the souvenir shopping first like 2-3 days. Oh my gosh, guys, there's a place if you are ever in Japan in Tokyo and you need to shop for souvenirs, definitely one of the places to go. It's not the best place because it just has like it's catered to tourists, and if you want something more legitimate or like I guess realistic to Japanese culture, you might want to go elsewhere. But like if you are looking for like a one-stop shop for souvenirs, Don Quixote. It's like the Don Quixote, like the novel, right? Or the novella. But it's pronounced like with a little bit more like Japanese inflection. So Donkey, they shorten it by calling it Donkey. If you guys saw that there's a Don Quixote commercial done by Bruno Mars, it's that place. They have this cute like little penguin mascot. Let's see if I could draw the penguin mascot. It looks like a Sanrio character. Big ol' eyes. And then it had a Santa hat. I don't know if it always has a Santa hat or if it was because the last time we went in spring, and this time we're going like late spring, early summer. But it just always has a Santa hat for some reason. And it's like this blue penguin. Don Quixote. Yeah, that's like your one-stop shop. I don't remember if it had legs. And it's blue. There we go. I swear that's what it looked like. I swear. That's what the Don Quixote penguin looks like. So yeah, we're gonna be going there. Where else? I'm actually still planning. Certain parts of the trip. I also want to go to Ueno. Ueno is it has like a museum, like a couple art museums, and a park, a zoo. When we're in Kyoto, there's actually a museum dedicated to manga. So I want to go there as well. There's also a bunch of temples in Kyoto. I want to go to one that has the little daruma, which if you guys don't know what a daruma is, it's like these like circular little guys. If you know the Pokemon Darumaka, you know what it looks like. Also with the big eyes. And then it has like a little beard. It's some like eyebrows. And they're usually red. There's like a temple that's just full of these like Darumaka. And the cool thing about it is what you're supposed to do with the Darumaka is when you have like a wish or a task that you want to do, like a long-term task, like, oh, I want to reach a certain number of like followers or something, or I want to get really good at art. When you first formulate that
that dream that you have, that wish, that task that you have, you draw in an eye. And then you can't draw in the other eye until you've achieved that goal. So once you reach like, you know, a certain number of followers or something, then you can draw in the other eye. So then you're effectively giving the Daruma like its eyes. So I kind of want to see that as well. Streamer artist brain rot. I mean, I'm pretty close to how many... I'm one off from getting 500 followers. That's kind of insane. So that, you know, maybe I'll get myself a Daruma and be like, I want 500 followers on Twitch. And then, no way. No freaking way. I just love sulfuric acid. Space Chase, thank you. Thank you for being you're our 500th follower. That's crazy. That's amazing. Thank you for joining the class. Thank you. And then I think Cielo had hello Cielo. We were playing the What Does Binka Love? I just love sulfuric acid. Excelical, hello. Congrats, thank you everyone. We got 500 students in here. I'm teaching to 500 students right now. Oh. Oh. But yeah. So, and then Matthew, thank you for gifting us up to Cielo. Thank you. So I don't have to get the I don't have to get the Daruma, or I'm still gonna get the Daruma. I'm just gonna give it another goal. Maybe my goal will be to master Chinese tones. An actual I was here moment, exactly. Oh, I appreciate you guys. Also on my last stream before I go away, man. All right, maybe. Well, we'll do this goal right now too, because we vaguely talked about Chinese tones. No, you know what? I'm gonna talk about tones, and then I'm finally gonna teach you guys how to play Durak. No, wait, Pasoi. We're gonna learn how to play Pasoi dos. So here's my goal: is it's twofold, a twofold goal. I want to learn Chinese tones, and I want to teach you guys how to play Pasoi dos. Durak, no. There's a Russian card game called Durak, and I remember Beans taught me how to play it, like, way back when we first met in, like, high school. And then I remember talking about it yesterday, and he was like, I don't remember how to play that game. And the thing is, I don't either. I remember it was fun, but neither of us remembers how to play it anymore. It's called Durak, which I think is Russian for fool. Beans is nodding. For, like, fool, idiot, stupid. And Pasoi is... Actually, what does Pasoi mean? I actually don't know. I just know it's Filipino. Okay, guys. Chinese tones real quick. We did talk about it vaguely. Yeah, 5 ones. Mandarin and some of the Chinese languages are tonal. So you could say the same phoneme, as in the same, like, letters, but they're gonna mean different things if you don't say it with the right tone. Congrats on 500 followers. Thank you, Owen. Thank you. I did not draw these tones that well. So this one is like just a horizontal line, ma, and then this one is a line going up, so your tone goes up, so ma. And then there's this one, it's like a U shape, like a umlaut, and it's ma. And then this one goes down, so it's ma. And then I actually don't... How does neutral go? I don't... Anyone who knows tones, tell me how neutral is. Is it just ma? Ma. Ma. But then how is it different from this one? Ma. 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 I'm actually looking at a guide right now. I'm looking at a guide on Google. It says that this one, the ma is mother. Ma is fiber. Ma is horse. And then ma is curse. Oh, I curse you. And then ma is question mark. Mama just killed a man. That's something I wondered, is like, if for tonal languages like Mandarin and like the other Chinese languages, when you're singing, like, does that affect like the tones, right? Because if I were to sing like, you know, mama, you know, like, does that affect it? Or like, is it context? I feel like it would mostly be based off context, right? There was a really good YouTube short that I saw from one of my my favorite linguistics like content creators that like kind of cover that, where it's like, how do you know whether it's here's one. There we go. So like, how do you know when you're content with something? I'm pretty content with how things are going right now. And how do you know whether you're talking about content, you know? Where the, you know, the stress is here, and then for this, the stress is here. So content, content, right? The noun versus the, what, adjective? If you're content with something, that's an adjective, right? I listened to some C-pop, but I don't know enough about the language. It rocked though. Yeah, right? I bet. Maybe it's because I've been watching Apothecary Diaries that suddenly I'm interested in like the tones. And also because one time when I was teaching, we were at a school where they actually teach like a dual language program, but instead of like Spanish, which you would expect because we're in California, the other language was Mandarin. So there are students that a lot of them were of like Chinese descent, but not all of them. So you'll run into a kid who like, you know, knows both English and Spanish, but then also like Mandarin. It was pretty cool. So but I remember one time I was teaching a class and they were making their art, and sometimes I just walk around and I like, that's usually when I slack off. I just go on my phone, but sometimes I also like check on the kids. I see like, oh, what are you making, you know? So I'll look at that, and then a kid just so happened to have, I think, their Chinese homework next to them, and I was like, oh, what's that? And they were saying like, oh, it's my homework, we're like learning about tones. And I was like, oh, I would like to learn about tones. And the student just started teaching it to me. They're like, oh yeah, there's the 5 tones. There's like the ma, 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 ma. And they were teaching it to me. And another student in the class was like, oh, I don't know who's the teacher and who's the student right now. And they seemed like actually like flabbergasted by it. But I was like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, there's plenty of times where a student can teach you things as well. Like, there's nothing, despite how education, like the current state of education is, there's nothing wrong with the student also teaching you things. I could get into a whole thing about like the pedagogy, because there's this infamous book. There's an infamous book, not infamous, I like it, but it's called Pedagogy of the Oppressed, where it talks about how like a lot of the way, hello Patware, hello. Everyone knows something you don't. Exactly. One of my favorite sayings is, we don't know everything, but together we know a whole lot. That's one of my favorite sayings, because it's true. Like, one person, like, I happen to know a lot about art history and like Gothic architecture and Digimon and all those things and Egyptian mythology, right? I don't know everything about it, but like I know a lot about it. But I could go to other folks about I could go to Owen for like talking about like streaming things or car stuff, like F1 stuff, right? I could go to Matthew about like MTG stuff, about painting minis, about Roman culture, you know. I could go to y'all for a lot of information that I wouldn't know, even stuff like cultural, language, any kind of like hobbies you guys are into. I could go to folk about wizardry. I could go to folk about wizardry. But also stuff like, I want to say like retro games, D&D stuff, right? So there's like a lot that I could like together a lot of us know a whole lot is what I'm getting into. But what was I getting into? Oh, Pedagogy of the Oppressed. In this book, they name this like teaching style in which they call it the banking method. Like, if you imagine like an ATM machine, like you deposit money into it, you withdraw money from it. The banking method is like the style of teaching that many of us might be used to, in which the student is seen as a receptacle. They are an ATM machine for you to deposit your money, aka your information, into. You're not supposed to. Well, actually, I guess the ATM metaphor kind of fails because you do get money from the ATM machine, but and what Folk just said, you're never done learning. Exactly. But like the banking method is this idea that like, oh, the student is a receptacle of like, they're supposed to just receive information, they're not supposed to give information. The teacher is the one who gives information. They never receive information. And that banking method is outdated. It's outdated, and it's not, it might be useful for like, you know, lecturing is useful in certain cases where it's like something that you completely like do not know anything about, right? That's why we watch videos. That's why we watch video essays, because we want to hear like a deep dive into something. That's why you guys are watching me, right? It's like you want to hear like a deep dive into something. But in many ways, education also benefits from the idea that it's mutual, that we can both mutually learn something from one another, right? Being gonna have $5 Armenian, you got it. Ready? I'm gonna do it on the count of 5. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Armenian dollars. So there you go. But yeah, so like pedagogy of the oppressed kind of like goes against this. It goes more into like you should be using things like discussions to kind of like kind of meet the students wherever they're at. And that's why I like art history, because I could tell you guys, well, like, look at what I have here on the screen. What do you see, right? And you could say anything from like, students will start with anything from like, I see a penguin in a Christmas hat, right? In a Santa hat. But let's say that I didn't give you guys the context for what this is. You could be like, well, I see something that's blue, and I see something that's on top of its head that is red. I'm assuming that it's on top of its head. I see 2 big like eyes. Those could also be boobies. I see what could be a beak, you know? So it's very like, it's very open-ended, and it's very like open to changes. So that's kind of like the philosophy I go into with teaching. And like I said, not to say that the banking method is like completely outdated, completely useless, right? Lectures, video essays, deep dives, stuff like that is still very useful in certain contexts. But what might help in addition to that is something a little bit more engaging, something a little bit more discussion based. So yeah, them's the ropes. Pasoy Dos, you all. We're gonna play Pasoy Dos. Yeah, erase all this. Erase. Okay, Pasoy Dos is a card game. You just play it with any old kind of card you want. So let's go ahead and let's put the ace. Oh wait, the ace of, let's say, diamonds, right? Here, let me do this. You split the amount of cards. You have like your 52 deck cards, right? Tazira Boreal, hello, welcome. I'm teaching you guys some card games. I'm teaching you how to gamble. First of all, is there anyone in the chat that has actually played Pasoy Dos before? Am I teaching to everyone in chat today? I wouldn't mind, but you know, you let me know if you already know. So let's say that 4 people are playing gambling. You got here right on time. Exactly. Let's say that there's 4 people. So what's that divided into? What's 52 divided into 4? I need my calculator for this. I'm not like great at math. 52 divided into 4. Everyone gets 13 cards. So everyone gets 13 cards. But if it's like 5 people, 52 divided into 5, everyone gets 10 cards. I forget what happens to the leftover, because that's not an even split. I actually forgot what happens to like the leftover cards, but yeah. But let's just assume that we have 4 people playing. So everyone gets 13. You get like a full hand of 13 cards. I'm just gonna draw 5 because F that, you know. Let's do no. Spades. Let's do the 10 of spades. And then, oh, you know what? 2 of diamonds is a must-have. And then the 3 of clovers. I don't know why I'm doing this with MS Paint. I feel like there's better ways to do it. Should we hand cam it? Should I just hand cam it? I actually have a playing deck right now. Let me just make sure that my webcam doesn't accidentally dox me. I was like, wait, I realized that like trying it out is gonna take freaking forever. So let me just set up my webcam. Ugh. The fleshy hand gloves again. I know you love to see it. Babika jump scare. Okay. Oh, you're seeing my my screen. Give me a second. Gloves. Webcam? It's activated. Oh. There you go. Oh no, you're seeing all my like knickknacks. Configure video. Big zoom. Okay, there we go. Why do I have a Sharpie marker on my desk? Don't worry about it. This is my iPad. Now, give me a second while I get these playing cards. Oh, by the way, you guys want a real jump scare? You guys want a real jump scare? It's Mr. Pancakes. Hello, class. It's him. It's him. Uno jump scare. I'm trying to find my deck. I literally just put it like here somewhere. Here it is. It's the him. Let me take out the jokers. I'm the Joker, baby! The thread puller was pancakes the whole time. I knew it. I'm the Joker, baby! I assume VTubers wear masks when they go on hand cam, just in case. I should start doing that. No, Siri, don't do that. There we go. Let's see. She's shocking chat with all the jump scares before going on hiatus. Exactly. Okay, we have our deck here. I'm no good at shuffling, but I'm gonna try anyway. Ugh. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this is our hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's someone else's hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's someone else's hand. And then someone else's hand. So here are our cards, and yes, that our entire hand is this. So oh heck yeah, I got the 3. Okay, so I'm just gonna sort these because it just makes it easier. Just sort it like sequentially. By the way, the suits also have a sequence to it because the main point of Posoi-dos is to like beat, like there's gonna be a card on here and you want to beat it with like a higher card. But there's a sequence to it to know like which one is like higher. And the lowest card is actually this one. It's the 3 of clovers. So let me go ahead and sort this. 9, 8, 8. I did not do a good job of shuffling. I did not do a good job of shuffling if these are my cards. 7, 5. I don't have any 2s. I don't have any freaking 2s. 2s are the highest card. And I don't have any. Okay, so that's one hand. Nah, I'm not gonna sort all these. I'm not gonna sort all these. This was the Posoidos tarot deck? That'd be... I don't know how one would play that. That'd be interesting, actually. I was wondering if this was similar to ERS, but if 2 is the highest, then it's not. I don't know if I... What's ERS? Tell me. Tell me. So, for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to keep it to singles, even though I have like a 3 of a kind and a couple of pairs. So, whoever has the 3 of clovers or clubs is the person that starts. So, they can play whatever they want. They can play a poker hand. They could play a 3 of a kind. They could play pairs. But for the sake of simplicity, I'm just going to start with a single 3. So everyone else in their hand has to see if they have anything that beats that. And it should, because this is the lowest card, right? But it has to be singles. Like, you can't just put like a 2 of a kind on top. It doesn't work that way. So, you know, I'm just going to put like a 5 on top. The next person, they can put a 7 on top. The next person can put a king on top, right? And it keeps going and it keeps going. And they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming. Until, so let's see if I can beat that. I don't think I can. Yeah, I literally can't, so I have to pass. I have to pass. So it goes to the next person. And if they can't beat it, they have a king. They have a king. Oh no, it's a king of diamonds, and diamonds is the highest suit. So they would have to play an ace. All right, so it keeps going like that for a while. This person has a 2 of diamonds, so this is the highest card. So they can play that. That means everyone else has to pass because they don't have anything that would beat that. So the person who played that 2 of diamonds, the person who played the winning like card, they can now play whatever they want. So now they can play pairs, for example. So pairs. Does this next person have any pairs? Yeah, two jacks, right? So then my turn. Do I have anything that can beat that? I have 2 jacks of a higher suit. So I can actually play that. And let's say that everyone else passes. No one else can beat that. So now I can play... If I have one, I could play a poker hand. I actually can play a poker hand. I could play... What is this? A flush or a straight? I confuse them all the time. But I have 5 diamonds. And unfortunately, this isn't Balatro, so there's no way to do it so you can only put like 4, right? So I could play a straight. Or what is this a flush or a straight? I forget, but I could play that. Basically. So everyone else, like, we'd have to play some kind of poker hand that beats it. So they could play like a royal flush, they could play, I think a 4 of a kind can also beat a poker hand. So it goes like that over and over, and then let's say that no one's able to play anything, so I could play whatever I want. So it goes back to singles. Everyone plays singles until they can't. And the first person to get rid of all of their cards wins. But you can keep going even after someone wins. So you could decide 2nd place and 3rd place. And then last place, essentially. So yeah, that's how you play Posoidos. It's a good party game. I recommend it. And I used to play this a lot in high school. In fact, our history teacher would decide whether or not to give us quizzes based on whether we could beat him at Posoidos. So if he won, then we had a quiz that day. Isn't that cruel? It's cruel, isn't it? Nianda, hello. I was teaching chat how to play Pasoi. So ERS stands for, oh, rat screw, Egyptian rat screw. I think we played that in high school as well. I never got the hang of it because my reflexes are just not quick enough. Is that the one where you have to slap? You know, where you have to like, what was it, like if it's like a pear or something? Like that, right? Because that's a sandwich. If it's either a pear or if it's a sandwich where it's like ace, something else, and ace, then you have to like smack. Slap it. I was so bad at that because like my reaction time is just dog poop. And like even when I did it just right there, I feel like I was pretty quick on it, but everyone else is literally faster than me. Like literally everyone else is faster. And it's like, why? That's what I learned the name was, but I've heard it called different things, where you slam the cards down to try and claim all the cards on the table. Yeah, so when you smack it, you take all of the cards. And I think the name of the game is to have the most cards, right? Yeah, Pasoi! I love Pasoi so much. I'm also terrible at Yaras. Yeah, you have to smack the cards. Sunbear's not known for their reflexes. Not really. Look, let's see how well we do at this. So, oh no, why did I just put the face up with the face down? There's another game that some of my friends taught me, but I already forgot how to play it. I know that it's like a Filipino one called Dongit. I just remember like my friends were teaching me that one, and I also wanted to learn how to play mahjong, but that one was just kind of too hard for me. Yeah, we're playing Pasoi Dos at the graduation party. There's also speed, which I kind of forget how to set up, but like I feel like if someone sets it up for me, I'll be able to like play it. So shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. So yeah, I think Egyptian rat screw is like this, right? Where you just keep on doing like that. And it's a pair, so you smack it right away, right? And then you take it, that's your cards. Did I not do a good job of no, I did a decent job, right? Is it just pears and sandwiches, or is it something else? Like that, right? Like that's a pear. BS? I suck at BS. Like, I don't know if I ever played Old Maid, but BS, for those who don't know how to play that, is that one you have to put the cards like you have a hand, and you have to put them down sequentially. So like, you know, I play a 2, and then the next person would have to play a 3 of some kind, right? But if you don't, then you could put like a random card and be like, oh no, it's face down. It's face down. So it's like 1, 2. And then, you know, next person would have to play a 3. But if they don't have it, then they could be like 1, 3. And if no one calls you out, if no one says BS, then, you know, everything goes back as normal. So it's like, oh, 1, 4, 2 5s. And then I have one more card left, right? You can see that it's an ace. And then the next card is like 1, 6. So I would say like, 1, 6. And someone would be like, BS. And if I did in fact lie, I have to take all the cards. And I think the objective of the game is to lose all your cards. Pair sandwiches, and if you play certain... Oh, face cards! Okay, yeah, I think I remember face cards. I definitely remember pairs and sandwiches. BS, you have to lie. Yeah, you have to lie through the skin of your teeth. I remember that one. Speed? Someone has to set it up for me, but I remember it's like you have a hand, and then there's like 2 cards. You're competing with another person, and you have to like layer it, right? Like that. You have to do it like sequentially, and if you don't have anything, then you draw. I want to say you draw until you do. I don't know if I'm like remembering this properly. There we go. So I think you can also go down, right? You could go up or down. It just has to like... But you... Depending on the person, you can't do what's called doubles, where like what I just did, where you could layer a 4 on top of a 4. You would have to wait until it's like a 3 or or a 5. Yeah. So, oh, yeah, I could do this, where it's like 4, 3, 2, ace, king, ace, 2, and then I have a 9, so like I can't do anything until it's like an 8. But keep in mind that you are oh no, you don't draw in your hand. You switch this card until you can play. Yeah. It's coming back to me now. Who's up for board games and tabletop sim? I should look into that. I should do like, if they have like Pasoi, if they have speed, if they have like that stuff, I'd be kind of down for that. It's been a while since I played card games. Like I said, it was like all the rage during high school. But like I don't really go to like, and even when you go to parties, people usually have like other things like Uno, or they play video games, or they're drinking and they're just catching up, you know. So Yeah, it's been a while since I've like played card games, but I remember they were pretty fun. Daft Punk, let's go. You unlocked a really dusty memory mentioning this. I haven't thought about this since high school. Yeah, Egyptian rat screw. There's definitely a deck of cards on Tabletop Sim. Ah. What's cool about Tabletop, you have a deck of cards you could... Ooh, okay. Those flesh gloves are so realistic, it's kind of scaring me. I know, right? The graphics these days, right? Oh, I accidentally hit that. But yeah, what else do I got to show you guys? Yeah, I have Uno Remix, but I've literally never opened this box before. I just brought it to the party because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be bored or not. And I wasn't. I was catching up with a lot of people, but yeah, no. Because so good at rendering her meat mitts on her model. That what a thing to say. Let me see. Tabletop Sim. Is that something that is available on Steam? Tabletop. It is. Well, what do you know? Okay. I'm gonna check this out. Somebody might have already automated Pasoi Dos if you search in the workshop. Oh, we found a lot of actual tabletops fully automated. Oh, okay. I'm checking this out. This is, we might have a Bibinka game night when we come back. Because I've been jonesing for some card games. I've been jonesing for it. Oh, thank you for the pet alpaca. I actually have an extra copy of the Tabletop Sim if you want it. Oh, sure. If you don't mind. Yeah, if you don't mind. Would that be like a gift? Do I have you on Steam? I feel like I do. But yeah. But all right, guys. I think we're getting pretty close to the 3-hour mark. I'm getting pretty tired. I haven't eaten breakfast yet. So I think this is where I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Please do. I love to play Pasoi Dos. Yes, please. I would be so excited. I'd be so excited. But yeah, so I think this is where we're gonna call it. So I know it's gonna be such a long time, you guys. 3 weeks. Don't forget about me. I will. Oh, that's one thing. Okay, I haven't ironed out the details, but I want to have some kind of doodle challenge on the Discord or on social media, so like Bisky and Twitter. So it's one of those things where it's gonna be like what's it called? Inktober, where there's like a theme each day, but it's gonna be something low, low stakes. Kind of like the doodles I was showing you guys on MS Paint, right? Like something like word art or something like stick figure. So I want to do something like that with you guys while I'm gone, because I'll still be able to post. Like I'll be bringing my phone, I'll be bringing my iPad, right? So I can still post on social media, I can still draw and stuff. So I want to do something while I'm gone so that hopefully the 3 weeks won't feel like they're gonna be so long, right? But I still have to iron out the details. I'll probably do that for the rest of today. But yeah, otherwise this is pretty much it. We're gonna go ahead and mosh, and then we're gonna go ahead and call it. Let's see, what will we mosh to today? Ooh, what would be really cool to listen to? Okay, I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. Do you guys want the Matryoshka cover by the Battle Twins, or do you want the Demon Dice and Hiraga cover? It's not a cover, it's like an original song, but it sounds very much like Linkin Park. I don't know, you guys tell me, cause those were both bangers. I have to go, Binka. Have an amazing trip. Send photos. I will. Have a good vacay. Thank you. Demon Dice Hiraga? Okay, we'll do that. Demon Dice Hiraga. Haven't heard the Hiraga one? It's good. I like it a lot. It's very Linkin Park. And then, how about this? Since I am going away, we'll do a twofer. We'll do Matryoshka after. Hiraga's voice is crazy good. Yeah, it is. Let me put away the webcam. Hey! Open up the pit. Okay, where's it showing up? There you go. We'll do a twofer. Latino excellence. There we go. Okay. So, for anyone that has never moshed with us before, all you gotta do is when you hear the music, you just gotta spam your favorite emotes, and I'm gonna make your little avatars fight each other. And it's not rigged. I swear it's not. Open up the pit. See, doesn't it feel very Linkin Park? I think it's also DJ Joe doing the actual, like, was it backing track or something? Like, DJ Joe's also a part of this. You lived! You did it! Cielo, you won the first round! But we're gonna have multiple rounds this time, because we're doing a twofer. Can you win round 2? Fight. It's not rigged, exactly. I'm glad you guys are finally realizing it. It sounds so good together. Let's freaking go! Let's go, Alpaca 1 round 2! Let's freaking go! Well, we'll start the next mosh pit when we start Matryoshka. It's not rigged because Mr. Pancakes is here. Exactly. Wait, what does that mean? It was never rigged. Blood for the blood god. Sick. Sick. That was so good. And guess what? We got a 2-for-1 deal, you guys. We got a 2-for-1 deal. Not only are we moshing once, we're moshing twice to Matryoshka. When you hear the music, keep the mosh pit going. Aw, dang it! Skip. Skip ad. Skip. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Message. Matryoshka. Dude, Battle 2's voice though? Well, Battle 1 and Battle 2. Crazy that B2 is in Hollow Stars now, right? 5, 2, 4. When's he debuting? He already did. He debuted while I was at that graduation party. Rigged? No! Matthew's the one that won, not me. What did she do? Rendezvous? 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 Bro didn't even have to audition. 1, 2, 1, 2. I also love the art. The art's like goated. Peg School versus Idol? Oh no. Peg School, you won, but at what cost? What cost? 1, 2, 1, 2. One more round, guys. One more round. Matryoshka. Ne 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 motto ippai motto chodai. Kalinka malinka. How could you murder most foul? 5, 2, 4. Choo 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 la ya choo 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 la ya da da. There's a med pack. There's a med pack. Who's getting the... Who got the med pack? I didn't even see it. Was it Matthew? Is it Matthew for the twofer? It is Matthew for the twofer. Let's go. Let's go. Good job, y'all. Good job. Rigged. It's not rigged. It's not. No. Right before I go on hiatus. No, it's not. It's not. People said. Dang. It's not. It's not. Guys, I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you guys. It's gonna be 3 whole weeks, but it's gonna go by in a flash. You'll see. You'll see. It's gonna go by in a flash. We're gonna have some doodle challenges and whatnot. I'll have some pictures for you. I'll have souvenirs. It's gonna be fun. Alright? So, be good. Be good. Should I run some stuff while you're gone? Depends on you. Be safe. Have a good time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be back before you guys know it. No worries, no worries. You guys be good, you know, treat Mr. Pancakes with lots of respect. He debuted today. And whatnot, so be good. Be good. We're gonna raid into George, into our friend George. Hope you have a safe trip. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and raid. I'm gonna miss you guys. Be good. Miss you, miss you. I'm gonna raid. And I hope you guys, as always, have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. And as always, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Yahoo! It's Friday in California. It is, it is. Alright, I'll see you guys. It's hard to click the raid now button. Bye bye for now. I love you guys. Ah, raid.